Touch to get there. Lay it.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful.
B3 Picks TV, we back again. Man, y'all punch the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Man, Bentley already in the building. What's good, Bentley? Appreciate you. Hey, blessed, not stressed. We had a beautiful weekend. God is great. Man, the fight was good. The card was decent. But I definitely enjoyed my time in Norfolk, man. A lot of beautiful people out there. Got to spend time with family and things like that. Uh man, it's always a bigger picture, man. It's always a bigger picture. Remember that. Remember that. Always a bigger picture. So we're gonna talk about the fights over this weekend, what everybody thought, how they feel about what happened, what they seen, what they didn't see, and then we're gonna talk about, of course, the big fight on the horizon, Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, versus Devin the Dream Haney, and this star-studded matchup. That's the matchup that people had previously wanted. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see if they still want this matchup. We want to know. The people want to know: is this the fight you still want? I gotta know. I want to know. I want to know. Hold on. I gotta respond to something. I gotta respond to it, man. We working. We always working behind the scenes. Just remember that we always working. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me see. And shout out to not here, Albright. He did a hell of a job. But the baby got something for you.
He almost knocked you out.
So we just got to call it what it is. I mean, Keyshawn was right there, but of course, Nahir Albright, durable fighter, um, very well in shape fighter, and he was able to last the distance. Let me run this real quick, and then we gonna pivot and do our thing.
Touch to get there. Lay it.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful.
He said no recording. Shout out to Irony Boxing pulling up on me. Also, Zan, appreciate you. Appreciate all my members of the channel helping the channel grow. I really do appreciate y'all. We building this thing brick by brick. Man, we doing it intentionally. Not we doing it on purpose. We doing um shout out to my brother Irony Boxer. You already know he working, he got the fan on, he getting to it. Irony, talk to me, good brother. How you feeling today?
How you doing, man? God bless, buddy.
God bless, man. Good to see you. Bailey said, I'm disappointed with this past weekend fight with Keyshawn. Let us know why
Me
you
too.
disappointed. Talk to us, Irony. What was your thoughts on the Keyshawn fight? Are you disappointed as well?
I mean, yes, but I was kind of expecting it because not okay. So first of all, I don't think I think Keyshawn has issues with boxers, you know. And Nahir Albright is one of those type of boxers that he's tricky. He's complicated, you know. He doesn't have the power to knock you out or anything like that, but it's very hard to stop him. You know, he I don't even know how to like. I had my official prediction was Keyshawn by majority decision because I knew it was going to be a tough one. Like Keyshawn goes out there and he typically mollywops brawlers or punchers, right? Like he did Lemos, like he did. I mean, yeah, I guess you can bring up Barinchi, but Barinchi was like half his size, so that doesn't really count in my opinion. So. And in that Jermaine Ortiz fight, if you really look at that fight, he had a lot of issues early. I know that he stopped him late, and that was awesome. But I just feel like Keyshawn has. I think we can all pretty much conclude that his main issue is with boxers, with technical boxers, and because Keyshawn's specialty is mid to long range, that's where he does most of his best work, in my opinion. So I was expecting it to not be an impressive fight because Nahir Albright had one of those styles, man, like kind of like a Sandor Martin type of style, if I can put it that way. Um, so I mean, yes, I was disappointed, but I wasn't expecting him to blow him out of the water. So I pretty much expected that. So I am disappointed, but not shocked.
I'm with you on that. Before we get into Devin, did you get a chance to watch the whole card? Aaron, just give me your takeaways about the card.
Yeah,
Jan
I watched.
Santana fight and Peter Dobson and Kelvin. Talk to me.
I missed the Santana. I started watching. I missed Santana and I missed the younger Davis.
Yeah,
I
Keon. I was in
exactly.
there. Keon did good. It was a good look. It was a good scrap.
Okay, awesome. But I started watching since Kelvin, and Kelvin, I thought, man, that was kind of a tough fight to score, not for nothing, because Kelvin started pretty good, sticking with the jab and this and that, and then out for some odd reason he stopped establishing his jab, and Dobson, was able to close the distance and make it interesting. It ended up being a split decision. Some people are saying Dobson got robbed. I'm not so sure about that because I don't know. It was an interesting fight, not the most entertaining fight ever, but I felt like Kelvin was disciplined, but not all the way through. He started pretty well and then faded little by little for whatever reason. Maybe he felt a punch. I don't know what it is, but the first 2-3 rounds of that fight, Kelvin was, establishing his height, his reach advantage. He was being disciplined. He played it safe, but not in a bad way. Like he did. I was like, he's doing what he has to do to win this fight, right? And then Pete Dobson got in the fight, and I mean, I'm not so mad at Kelvin by split decision. I think that was actually pretty just result. You know. After that, what was it? Norman or was that a fight?
Yeah, Norman versus Wagner.
Oh, I
2-round fight. Uh-huh.
what can you say, man? Being on the storm. I mean, I want to see Tiger Johnson next, man. I don't know about you, but I want to see Tiger Johnson next. Or people are saying Conor Ben. No, man. I mean, Conor Ben's a layup for Brian. Conor Ben's a layup for anybody, basically. But Brian Norman would.
Any of the top guys, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know that he'll get a title shot right after beating this guy. I don't think so. But yeah, I'm good with Tiger Johnson next. If not, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Come up with some other name. But he looked pretty nice. I mean, I didn't have a big body of work to see what Ronnie has done with him, right, on this fight. But I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for Brian Norman. I like Brian Norman. You know, always have. He is who he is. You know, he's not the most technically sound boxer ever, but interesting boxer, interesting fighter, and it is what it is, man. He came back with a vengeance, man. He put it on, boy. You know, he saved the not for nothing. He kind of saved the whole card because that was the only stoppage that I saw, unless Keon stopped the other guy. I don't know.
Nah, was no other stoppages.
Okay, and not even Jan Santana.
Nah, Jan Santana, he got a gift decision, respectfully.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna watch that one.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
come back. Let me know what you think about it once you watch it.
absolutely, because a lot of people are
He got booed.
very
He
hot.
got booed. He got booed by the crowd.
Ooh,
That's how bad it was.
okay,
And then the crowd
okay,
cheered on Chacon after once they raised him, put him on it. Yes, it was that bad.
okay.
It was,
Because I
and
was like,
then the judges had it 90. All of them had a unanimous for Santana too.
ah,
Like the most rounds one judge gave him was 3. The others was like 8-2 and 9-1. It was despicable.
okay, I see. Wow.
So it was a lot.
Um,
It was some A side politics going on.
gotcha. Yeah, because he's this guy. I follow sometimes a Dominican streamer, Broadway Joel, and he said that this is the top prospect of Dominican Republic, Santana, over Polanco
He
and a
won't. He
few
won't be saying that anymore.
others. So yeah, I
Listen,
mean, I didn't see Hergovich, and I haven't seen the Karen and Patty fight yet, so I can only speak about the Keyshawn card for now.
appreciate you, Marky, pulling up, and shout out to Vay, shout out to Bentley. Yeah, I was in there, Bentley. I was in there, had good seats. Me and my cousin went, and man,
Nice.
it was enjoyable, like, cause the atmosphere is lit. Like, it was more people than whatever was shown on TV. I don't know why everybody's talking about it wasn't packed. It was at least 6,500 to 7,000 people in there, easy. So all the people talking about it wasn't lit or anything like that, that was cap. Walking around, all you seen was cakes out and see through this, see through that, and it was a whole bunch of honeys in there and fellas in there, and you know, I mean, it was just one of those fights. It's Norfolk, Virginia, it's Hampton Roads.
I
Um,
mean, and to be fair, it's not that big of a, and I mean this with no disrespect, right? It's not that big. It wasn't that big of a card, in my opinion.
no, no,
No,
Top Rank did the bare whatever they needed to do to get that first fight out the way, because they
exactly.
still got the Abdullah card and they still have the Xander
That's a good
Zayas
one.
card.
Both of those are significantly more attractive cards, in my opinion. Because
Right.
You got Abdullah and Joe Cordina, which is a very interesting fight. But you also got Tiger, Shushu, and I think I'm forgetting somebody else that's on that card as well. And
Oh, Derek Davis, Scooter Davis. It's
exactly,
funny that you
thank
forgot
you.
him because I can't. Bob Aaron forgot who he was too, or didn't know who he was.
I
That was
saw that.
nasty. That
I
was
saw
nasty
that.
work.
Yeah, it was
Bob got
nasty
to
work,
tighten up.
bro. Yeah, because don't I mean I don't know who knows with Bob Arum these days. He's like 135 million years old, so I don't
Yeah,
know. But
but he
the
hasn't really fought. I don't think Scooter Davis has he even fought on a top rank card yet. I don't think he's even fought. I think this might be
I
the
have no
first top rank.
idea.
Yeah, this might be the first card he fought on. So that's
Okay,
crazy that they signed him and this would be a first card, if I'm not mistaken. Because
I'm not sure.
I know Scooter's been fighting at Maryland Live and in the Maryland area. Maybe he got one top rank card, maybe. So,
I like that kid a lot, to be
oh
honest
yeah,
with you. Um,
yeah, he can really
and
fight.
And the Sandro and Boots are the same thing. They got Emiliano. They got. I mean, listen, I'm getting Ben Whitaker fatigue, but we'll see what happens. Um, yeah,
I'm hoping
significant.
that.
But
Shout out to Jay Will. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be good. It's good to see Ben Whitaker back in the states. Let me ask you this. Let me pivot real quick. So, do you feel like are you holding? Let me ask you this about Keyshawn. Right now, he's stating that he's not going to be staying at 140, and he's gonna be going 147. What's your thoughts about him fighting Devin Haney, and who do you see winning that matchup?
great question. Yes, I want to see that fight. That's the fight I want to see. For Devin Haney and for Keyshawn Davis, that's the fight. Like I want to see that matchup more than I want to see Devin and Shakur right now. To be honest with you. With that being said, I think it's great that he's moving up because I'm sick of this whole weight thing with him, whether it's point two, point whatever. Um, but right now, bro, right now I think I'm gonna give the edge to Devin Haney, man, because Devin is very hard to cut the ring, and he's hard to find, man. And Devin is getting more and more used to fighting guys like this, guys that are made to close range specialists, and Devin's got a probably top three best jabs in boxing today. Um,
Yeah.
he, man, that's an interesting fight, man. Oh man, I would love that matchup. Now I don't know if I want to see that matchup straight up because Keyshawn, not for nothing, he hasn't, unless I'm mistaken, he hasn't won a belt at 40, right? Because the last belt that he won
No.
is the one that he took from Berenchik, right?
Correct.
Um, so off of that, he probably needs to fight somebody first before he gets Devin Haney. Um, who knows what Devin's going to do with the 100 million or whatever it is. But I don't know. I love the fact that he's moving up in weight. I think he needs to, right? But
Oh yeah.
Devin straight up might be a bad idea right now. You need to get a big win first. Now, Nahir Albright is not it's not terribly different than Devin Haney, so that's a good, somewhat similar of a matchup, which is a good thing. But I think he needs to fight somebody. I mean, who could that be, right? Because he ain't fighting Shakur, so who else could it be? Especially at 47, who's in there that can somewhat be similar to Devin Haney, man? Like,
Fight Patty Donovan.
yeah, but Patty right now is going to get the IBF title shot. That's not really possible right now. Patty's waiting for the winner of Croker and Paro, so that's not really on the table in my opinion. So that's a good answer. No, that's actually a good answer. The
Just a
problem is
boxer. Just as far as a
right,
boxer.
right,
Now, but
absolutely.
even though he's a southpaw, but let me bring Mark in. Mark, how you feeling today, bro? Talk to us. What was your thoughts on the fights this weekend? Break it down.
Man, you asked me how I'm doing today. I got my tax returns, brother. I'm doing amazing today. God
Are
damn
they
it.
healthy?
What'd you say?
Are they? Is it a healthy tax return?
It's a very healthy tax return. I am loving life. I put my two, well, I don't know if I should say that, but I put my two nephews on there along with my two sons as my dependents. So I got me some bread, boy. But it's a great, great day. Salute to my brother. Three picks. Is that iron boxing or what's your name, brother? I know
Irony.
we
That's
talk a
irony
lot.
boxing.
Irony boxing. Yeah, salute to you, my
How
brother.
you doing, bro? Same to
Yeah,
you.
doing
And that's
great. I
and
hope you're
that's
doing
and
well.
that's nasty work, Mark. You gonna talk all of this, and then you gonna send a free members only chat, and you got two nephews and two sons on you. That's nasty work, Mark. Go ahead,
Hey,
man.
dog,
Shout
respect.
out to
It's weird
Bruce.
because I don't know if you saw it yesterday. I got to send TD a super chat, but then when I tried to do it again, it disappeared, and it only gave me the option for the members milestone chat on your channel. But I would definitely drop something on you if I had the opportunity to. But I don't know. YouTube is weird like that. But
Yeah,
uh,
PayPal me, brother. Don't Apple Pay me. Shoot, don't
Hey,
play
hey,
around, man. You my brother.
hey, absolutely.
Come on now.
I give them good picks though
Ho-
for Calci,
Let me let me
respectfully.
let me let me put this ticker up just so people know. Listen, we need that coming through the platform. Yeah, talking about this brother didn't put I was gonna ask you, is he put his son on there? He said two nephews and two sons. Lord have mercy.
Oh man, it's a
You
good,
got
good
you gotta
day.
love
I'm having
America,
an
huh?
amazing
Shout out to
day.
Bruce Gas.
Absolutely. Shout out to Bruce. I'm trying to find Marty there with the baby.
I love the trivia of Bruce Gas, bro.
Hey, bro,
That's
Bruce. Hey,
awesome
I'm
stuff.
feeling good, Bruce. I'm
Trump
feeling
Trump
good.
going Trump gonna have Markey walking that green mile here soon. He better
Hey,
tighten up.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. Them tax cuts, they came through for me. So I gotta salute the man when he did something right. Shout out to the orange guy. I gotta give him love on something. But you asked me what was my thoughts on Keyshawn or the fights of the weekend in general.
Yeah, and then we getting into Haney.
Yeah, and salute to my guy D Frilio, Officer Frilio. Salute to Frilio. Um, the only fight outside of Keyshawn that I saw was the Brian Norman. I didn't get to see the Keyshawn Davis fight, but I heard people thought that Pete Dobson got jobbed. Um, I saw some of the Cruz versus Santana fight. I left out in like around the fifth round, but it looked to me like Cruz was putting some hands on him and was getting through to him. Santana had some success early, but it looked like he was getting more and more tired, and Cruz was able to bridge the gap easier and easier. So if you say he got robbed, if you say Cruz got robbed, I believe you. Um, Now Brian Norman Jr. he did what he was supposed to do. No disrespect to the Wagner boy, but that guy. I don't want to call him a man camp worker, but he's a laborer. He got a day job, which ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. If you get that boxing bread on the side, and then you get that, and then you got a day job in the daytime, ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But I'm just saying, Brian Norman Jr. he went in there and did exactly what he was supposed to do. And then the craziest part, bro, the referee gave this dude so many chances. Like the first knockdown, like the dude did not make the count, and the referee let
That's
him
a
get up.
fact.
I think the referee had some bread on the over under, and then like after Brian Norman knocks him down a second time, the referee calls time.
Yeah,
I've never seen that. You don't call
Crazy.
time because of a quote unquote injury after somebody gets knocked down. Where they do that at? Then when they walked or Wagner to the corner, bro, the doctor is taking forever to get his gloves on. That was hilarious. I got nothing.
yeah,
That was one of the most blatant examples, in my opinion, of corruption. I think the doctor, I think the referee had some bread on the over under, but that's just my opinion. Respectfully, the B3 Picks platform, we're not saying that the sport of boxing is corrupt or anything like that. Well, actually, I am because that
it
was
is
crazy.
actually.
That was
And
crazy.
I've seen that one or two times before, but that was egregious.
Very, very corrupt.
That
There's no way you could have scored that
was
fight for Jan Santana. There's no way in the world.
absolutely. We got
It
Tim
was that was
Cheatham's.
ridiculous.
We got Tim Cheatham's in this sport.
Oh
But
yeah,
to the
yeah,
Keyshawn versus Nair Albright, Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. I mean, he pretty much outclassed Nair Albright. I mean, I didn't stay for the entire fight. I left out, I think, in like round 10, but I gave just about every round to Keyshawn outside of the round where Nair Albright caught him with that big right, and that round where Keyshawn got 2 points deducted for slamming Nair Albright. Outside of that, it looked to me like just one-way traffic. It wasn't that really entertaining of a fight, which I'm not really going to hold against Keyshawn because Nair Albright is one of them dudes that like he's hard to look good against. Like he's always gonna give you some type of opposition. So, um, yeah, that's my thoughts. It was a boring fight, but Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. I mean, up to where I saw, he ate two of them when I left out in the tenth
yeah.
round.
Now here's got one of those styles, man. He'll just make it super frustrating, man. I don't even know
He's
how
like
to
a
explain it.
Karen. He's like a Karen Chukazadian.
I would say Sandor Martin, like as well. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
very hard to figure out. You know, not the most impressive, doesn't have the power, doesn't but man, he'll make a fight out of whatever. So
Nah, he does have a little power. That's why Keyshawn was being smart because I think he clipped Keyshawn in like the fourth round. So Keyshawn was just playing smart with guys like that. You got to be smart with them, because they'll land something big, unexpected on you and hurt you. Shout out to Mag pulling up and everybody in the building. Chant Rawls, appreciate you. Let's bring in Free. Free, talk to us about the card over the weekend. What
Oh,
was
the
your thoughts on
Froyo.
everything? Keyshawn's performance. They saying Bentley said it was a terrible main event performance. 11-1 was terrible, Bentley. That's nasty work. Break it down for us, Free.
I want to get Free thoughts on that referee and the doctor and the Wagner in the Brian Norman fight. That's what I want to hear.
You on mute, Free.
Real quick, going back to the Santana fight, I wouldn't say it was a robbery. I think the fight was real close. But I mean, it's a fight that I would have said I'd rather call it a draw than to say either guy won. I would rather call it a draw. I think it was a real close fight. I could see it either way. But like I said, in my opinion, I would have called it a draw because it was very close. Because I think Santana had the earlier rounds and Cruz started coming on in the second half of the fight. So it was real hard to call because Cruz had moments and Santana had moments. I will say Cruz fought a pit bull style of fighting where it's hard to score punches for Santana unless they're very clean because Cruz was right there in his chest the entire fight. So he had that pit bull type performance. But going to Brian Norman Jr., like Marky said, Brian did what he was supposed to do. I'm still asking this question, and nobody has answered this question for me yet. Did Josh Wagner throw a single punch? Because I don't recall him throwing a punch the entire
I don't
fight.
think so.
I don't
can't
think
remember.
so. Yeah, me neither.
I don't recall him throwing a single punch the entire fight. And I think what happened was he felt Brian Norman's power, and that dude said, "I'm looking for a way out," because he got hit in his head and he hurt his shoulder. I don't know how that happened, but the man got hit in the head and he grabbed his shoulder immediately.
Not only that, when he go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, but with the referee, that referee needs to be suspended, or he needs to be reprimanded, because like Marcus said, I've never seen anybody call a timeout off an injury when a guy gets knocked down. It's either you can continue or you can't. It ain't no timeout, let's go see the doctor, or none of that. It's either you can continue or you can't continue after you get knocked down. Now, if it was something that happened, it was a slip or something like that, I understand. But it wasn't a slip. It was a knockdown. You counted him, and you should have said, okay, can you continue? He started grabbing his shoulder, you wave it off right then and there. He not responding, he's not saying he can continue, you wave it off. The whole timeout, that was crazy. The knockdown before that, when he counted the 10 and his gloves was still on the mat, you waited for, like, it literally, this how you know that the dude was out. He counted the 10, the dude wasn't up. It still was about 3 or 4 seconds before the dude got up and was like, okay, let's go.
That was nasty.
It was like 3 or 4 seconds that went past.
Not only that, if you look at the first knockdown, like Mark said and you said, he didn't beat the count, number one. Number two, the way he got up, staggery like that, how do you not stop the fight then and there? Like, the dude was out on his feet.
He had bread on the over-under. That's the only logical reasoning I can come to.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't even. It shouldn't even matter if he got up or not, because he had already counted the 10. Even the announcers were like, "That fight should be stopped." His glove was clearly on the mat when he counted the 10. That's what the announcers said. I'm sitting there listening to it. They were like, "Dog, this fight should not be continuing." He was clearly at 10, and he was still on the ground. But I mean, Brian did what he was supposed to do. He got him out of there. But going to the Keyshawn Davis fight, I don't think it was a bad performance by Keyshawn. I think it was a bad performance by Albright. You came in there was supposedly having all the confidence in the world. This was supposed to be a redemption fight for you. You were supposed to get Keyshawn back. Didn't do anything. You didn't do nothing. The first fight that y'all had was more entertaining than this fight. That was a more entertaining fight than this. It was just a bunch of grabbing and then Keyshawn body slam and then some more grabbing and then you slam Keyshawn and then some more grabbing. I'm like, dog, this man Albright is not trying to fight. He wasn't trying to fight. Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. He was trying to get him out there. Albright held as much as he could, and he avoided the knockout at the whole 12 rounds. I think Keyshawn was trying for the knockout a little bit too much. Later in that fight, when he got, I think if he would have took his time, I think the knockout would have came. But I don't think it was a bad performance by Keyshawn. I think it was a bad performance by Albright, was the one that didn't do what he was supposed to do.
I agree.
Did you guys see the Karen and Patty fight, and did you agree with the result? Because I haven't seen it yet.
I only saw the highlights. I saw Karen get rocked. I think it was the second or third round, and then I seen he had a BS knockdown counting against him, but that's really all I saw. I didn't really know
Nah,
what else to
Karen,
make of it.
that was a fair decision.
Okay.
Karen didn't win that fight, but yeah, Patty deserved to win. But yeah,
Now, can I
let me.
ask a question?
Yeah, but give me. What's it about?
Who do you guys want to see Norman against now?
Tiger Johnson.
That's what I was gonna say.
Same as me? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody got Tiger
did you see Rohan Polanco? I think he was coaching Luis Santana.
Jan Santana.
No,
That was crazy.
I don't
Ain't
think he was coaching Santana. He was coaching Edwin Humane Jr. though. That's his
Okay.
guy. Yeah, that's the guy that fought Keon.
Okay, I see.
Oh, okay.
They all with
Well,
Coach Bermudez, Hector Bermudez.
yeah, I want to see what they're gonna do with Polanco or Tiger Johnson. I ain't mad at either fight, but yeah, I think it's time for Brian Norman to get fed to one of these young guys, and let's see if he
Fed.
sink or swim.
He's the one that's going to swim. They're going to sink. That's the issue. They're going to be feeding them to him.
Tiger's a tough one, bro.
Tiger,
I'm telling you.
he possibly will be able to swim,
Yeah.
but because I mean he doesn't have to make 140 anymore, but so he's been looking real comfortable at 147.
You saying
But
Rohan Polanco don't got the nuts to beat Brian Norman Jr.?
now he probably get stopped by B Norman based on
B
his
Norman.
style.
I love it.
He gonna probably get stopped by Norman Jr.
B Norman. It's really weird. He got his power hand is actually his lead hand. So the jabs by themselves hurt. His right hand is not even the punch you got to worry about. So, but I
Yeah.
think Tiger Johnson, for what I've seen, he has the ability to counter over the top of that jab. Polanco, he just seemed to be like a speed demon to me. I wonder how that fight would go.
What
Man,
about the winner of
I don't know if you want to put Brian Norman in there with a Polanco.
I mean, it don't hurt me if he gets stopped
I
and
don't
put
know
to
about
sleep.
Polanco.
It don't hurt me, Frilio. It don't hurt me.
what about the winner of Catterall and Guillaume?
I just think who?
What about the winner of Catterall and Guillaume?
I think you put Brian Norman in there with Rolly Romero.
Title shot straight up? Okay.
yeah. If they could get that all free, that would
He
definitely be
makes
top
that
rank
fight.
best move.
He would murk him, in my opinion. That's
Yeah.
a layup for Brian Norman.
Yeah, I think they can get that off because Top Rank been working with PBC as of late. I think that's a durable fight.
The Brian
And they
Norman
put
versus
on
the winner
a few
of
boxing
Lewis and
matches
Pardo.
together.
Nah, that's gonna be Patty.
Yeah, Patty already got that shot. Boost gas. Shout out to Pugilism pulling up. Yeah.
I was about to say Patty Donovan. He just won his fight, so he got a shot for that next.
Yeah, he got to stop
Yeah, I'm
being dirty though.
they kind of talking like they want Norman Jr. to get the Haney rematch. Let me bring you in on that, Mark. Mark, what's your thoughts on Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney? Who wins that fight? Where you leaning?
Um, I'm leaning towards Keyshawn. I just think Keyshawn has more of a bag. Um, he throws like bet he has a better variety of like combinations. At the same time, both guys are masters when it comes to managing range and distance. Um, I wonder who would be better on the inside. That would be a question for me. Um, but I think I would favor Keyshawn in that fight.
Mm,
Break that down, Free. What you think?
nah, I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I will lean to I'm not even gonna say 50-50 fight because I would lean towards Devin Haney. So I would say it's more of a 55-45 type fight, Devin Haney. I think with Devin Haney jab and his movement and his ability to avoid shots, I think it's going to be very hard for Keyshawn. I think Devin can outpoint Keyshawn. I don't know if Devin can hurt Keyshawn, but I think he can outpoint Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn has the ability to be able to outpoint Devin too, but I don't think Keyshawn looks to outpoint his opponent. He looks to knock his opponent out. So I think it will play into Devin's hand with Keyshawn trying to stop Devin, and Devin just looking to outpoint him. I think Devin would look to try to stop him if he could hurt him, but I think Devin will look to outpoint him, and I think Devin is just a better boxer in my opinion. I think Keyshawn is still learning, but I think Devin at this point is just a better boxer right now.
Yeah,
I think Keyshawn will ultimately be better than Devin, just not
I agree with that. I would have it 60-40 for Devin, maybe a little bit higher because Devin to me is like you said, like Keyshawn, you can tell it's not there yet as far as like fully polished. Devin is there, so it's gonna be very hard for Keyshawn to find Devin, man, in that ring. I don't think he's seen anything like it. Not that there's too many guys like Devin,
I see
obviously,
Keyshawn
But
too many times try so hard.
man, I don't think it's a good fight to make right now, though. I would like to see
I
Keyshawn
just
get
seen
through
Keyshawn.
somebody first,
Yeah,
Just me.
yeah. I need to see Keyshawn in there with an actual boxer. I don't think outside
Yes.
of Jermaine Ortiz, he's never really been in there with an actual boxer. Most of the guys he fought were guys that stood right in front of him. Jermaine Ortiz was a
Berenchik,
boxer,
but
but Jermaine,
Berenchik
but
was super small, though. You know.
yeah, but Jermaine Ortiz, I was about to
who
say,
would you
he was
say
small and he was small
who
and
would you
he
say
doesn't
the
let his
boxer
hands
is
go.
that Devin Haney has fought though, Free? Because like if you look at it, Lomachenko was
Loma,
a front. No, but Lomachenko is more of like a front foot pressure fighter. He's not like a mover or a lateral mover type of
Yeah, he's
boxer.
no,
the
but
angle.
Loma gives you a bunch of different angles at times. He been in
Mm-hmm.
there with Loma. He been in there with trying to think. He been in there with
Norman
Gamboa.
Linares.
Gamboa wasn't a boxer at that time. Gamboa was more so stay in front of him at that time. Um, Cambosis is a boxer. Cambosis is a boxer.
I
Um,
guess, yeah.
I
trying
don't
to
think
think
so,
who else.
but
Cambosis definitely ain't
Cambo's
no
more
come
of like
forward fighter.
Cambo's is more of a swarmer to me with like he
yeah,
got
No,
like
he
that
ain't
man.
no
athletic feet.
boxer. I wouldn't describe
No,
Cambosos as a boxer.
he's a boxer. He ain't no come forward fighter. He ain't no power puncher. He ain't no brawler. That man is a boxer. He's going to box. Now he didn't box when he got in there with Devin, but he definitely boxed when he was in there with Tio.
Right.
He definitely boxed with Tio. He definitely boxed when he was in there with Mickey Bay. Cambosa's a
Maxi
boxer.
Hughes.
Maxie Hughes, he boxed in that one too.
But
Look,
Maxie
hey,
Hughes
Yeah,
be
but
Marky, you trying to
I
Maxie
would
Hughes
say
be
trying to say
Regis
that?
Prograis. Regis Prograis is much more of a boxer than
what you say,
Cambosos is, in
B3?
my opinion.
Hell no. Hell no. Regis Prograis is a come forward power puncher. That man, all he do is come forward and try to hit you with big shots. He
Yeah,
is nowhere
Regis.
near. He ain't got no
Yeah.
footwork. He ain't got no defense. None of that. That
Back
man
in
is
the
not a
day,
boxer.
Regis, you could say Regis was a counterpuncher, but nah, he ain't a boxer.
I
Hell
was
no.
about to say that about Camboso. Camboso to me is a counterpuncher because the way he got
I mean,
Tio, in my opinion, was well. I mean, okay, it could be a boxer, maybe. I just wouldn't.
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
I would say, I mean, you could say counterpuncher boxer, but he's more of a boxer than he is a counterpuncher because he uses jabs
Salute to Chop
and
Cheese Tom.
he give you different angles and things like that. But
Gotcha.
I mean, if you're going to put Cambosos in any category, most people would say Cambosos is a boxer. They're not going to give him anything else because he's not no big puncher. He's not a brawler. He doesn't really come forward like that. He's more of a boxer. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that Devin Haney hasn't been in there with boxers, but Devin Haney has been in there with guys like Keyshawn. He's been in there with guys like
Exactly.
Keyshawn.
Exactly.
Brian Norman is like a Keyshawn.
Yeah, even
Keyshawn got
Linares,
better.
even Linares,
Yeah,
I would say is pretty similar as well.
Okay,
Keyshawn
Linares.
got
Yeah, that's
better
a good one.
footwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linares. I mean, but Keyshawn got better footwork than them, but they still the same type of fighter. They're big punchers.
Exactly.
They're puncher boxers.
They pose the
boxer
same
punchers.
threats. They pose
Yeah,
similar threats. But
yeah,
on the other way around, Keyshawn hasn't been in there with nobody that resembles Devin Haney.
right.
So I think that's why I think, especially since he's moving up, which I'm happy that he is. I need to see you do it against somebody at 47 before you get Devin Haney, in my opinion, because otherwise he's probably gonna get outclassed.
Let me say this
Yeah,
real
as
quick,
I
man.
said,
Appreciate you pulling up TD and AB. I see y'all. Let me redrop the link just in case
Salute
any
to
of the
Chop
members
Cheese
want to
Tom.
jump on the panel. TD said he working and watching. Appreciate you, TD. Marky, was you trying to convince people that Keyshawn has a more difficult style than Lomachenko to game plan for? Is that what you
That's
were
not what I
referencing, Mark?
said. Free. No, Free said.
One hand. What?
Well, I was asking Free what boxers Devin Haney has faced, and he made good point. Linares, Cambosis has the ability to box. We've seen in the past. I was just saying when Free said Lomachenko, I was saying Lomachenko is more of a front foot pressure fighter who uses angles. Like I wouldn't classify him like a like a Keyshawn Davis type of boxer.
but I mean, you would actually you would classify him as more of a Keyshawn Davis fighter because Keyshawn Davis don't really lose angles like that. Keyshawn Davis is more so stand right in front of you and come forward, and he will use his upper body movement to avoid
Yeah.
shots, but he doesn't really give you angles. So actually, Loma, he's more so closer to Keyshawn than you think.
Yeah, they both do their
Uh,
best work mid to close range. They just do it differently.
Yeah,
yeah, that's a fair thing to say.
like yeah, it's just Devin Haney. He fights. I think Devin Haney. I don't know how Keyshawn does on the back foot right now. I seen him do it at times, but not for a long period of time. I
Right.
think Devin Haney is a better back foot fighter than those guys. But I think all of those guys. I think all of those guys that we named are all come forward front foot heavy type fighters. I think Keyshawn can fight on the back foot. I just don't know how well he can fight on the back foot because he's usually coming forward. He has fought on the back foot at times, but he's usually coming forward.
Get in this
Yeah,
on. Get on in this, AB. What's going on, AB? Appreciate you pulling up.
Salute to AB. Salute to AB.
Hey,
Yo,
you
bro, I
you
gotta.
called it, man. Go ahead, cook, AB.
Man, I got a lot to say for real, for real. The first thing I want to talk about is what I seen. I got a closer look at what I would imagine the fight would be like if he was to fight Devin Haney right now. I'm gonna say the thing I noticed with all the Davis brothers this weekend, and this weekend confirmed it for me, is that none of them can
Influence.
fight on the inside at all. Like Keyshawn Davis, his inside game is terrible. And for real, I've been seeing a lot of people criticizing Keyshawn Davis, saying that he a hype job and that he can't, you know, mess with Devin Haney, and that, you know, he overrated. And I totally disagree with that. I think Keyshawn did what he was supposed to do. I think that he didn't do nothing that was spectacular or impressive, but he did what I expected him to do, because you know, Nair Albright, he not a weak fighter, and everybody not going for the knockout. You know what I mean? Not everybody going to just lay down. But back to the Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney thing, to like get into it some more, it's the same thing I said with Brian Norman. It's like that for somebody to be able to beat like a Devin Haney, you got to take him out of his element, and you got to have inside game. You got to. And what I seen from Keyshawn last night, oh, well, not last night, but Saturday night, was the fact that he kept letting Nair Albright hold him, and he didn't have no answers for you know, Nair Albright on the inside. And I feel like if he get in there with Devin Haney right now, with the way he looking, it ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna go good. He ain't gonna have no chance at all. Like at first, I thought he had a chance because I never really got a chance to see how he would handle, you know, getting on the inside. But after seeing what I seen on Saturday, he don't got a chance in hell, you know, fighting or beating the Devin Haney right now. I feel like if he was to polish that side of the game up, he'll have a much better chance. But why I feel like that won't happen is because he's with a team that allows him to do whatever he want to do, and that's why he missed weight the way he did. And I feel like he should have easily made that weight, and it showed that he could have easily made that weight because he ran it off. But with the team that he got right now, they not strict enough for him to really lock in and beat somebody of that caliber. And I'm gonna wrap it up by saying, as long as Keyshawn stay with that team, I don't think he'll beat somebody on that caliber like a Richardson Hitchens, or even, I think he'll have a tough time with Brian Norman, for real, if I'm being honest, from what I seen. But that's it, man.
What about
And
the
I
other
appreciate the
champions?
greetings from y'all too, by the way.
What about the other
Yeah,
champions?
I wouldn't say he has no chance of beating Devin Haney, because he does have fast hands and he could possibly land a big shot to hurt Devin. I would just favor Devin in the fight because I think Keyshawn still got some work that he needs to work on. But I wouldn't say he has no chance. I just think the chance that he has to beat him is very slim. It's very slim because if you're going to try to outbox Devin, I don't think he wins that fight. I think he has to hurt Devin in order to beat Devin, because right now Devin is the better boxer in my opinion right now. But I
But
think
you want to tell you what's
Keyshawn
crazy?
by the end,
It's like, I was about to say, you won't tell you what's crazy is they say that against every opponent Devin Haney fight. And the crazy part is we seen it's tested that he got a chin. Like, I don't think that's, you know, the landing that one big shot. I don't think somebody should count on that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I'm not saying you count on it. I'm just saying this is boxing. I mean, you can get rocked by the softest of punchers. It's just if he lands a big shot, he could possibly hurt Devin, and then he will be. I know he will finish Devin if he hurts him. He'll finish him.
So,
He
Nah.
don't
so,
usually let his
so it's
opponent hurt
let
him.
me just say.
If he
So it's
hurts him,
safe to say, Keyshawn has a puncher's chance versus Devin Haney.
But I don't
Facts.
think Keyshawn. I don't see Keyshawn as a one-hitter sleeper type. I see Keyshawn as he'll
Exactly.
hurt you and he'll overwhelm you and finish you off, type thing. So,
And I agree.
no, I'm not saying he
I
is.
agree.
I'm just saying if he hurts him, I think Keyshawn can finish Devin off. I'm not saying he is a one punch artist, but if he hurts him with a shot, I think he will finish him off. You very seldom see guys that Keyshawn hurt make it out of that round. You very seldom
But
see it. So
but
that's what I said.
but
And Devin don't know how to protect himself well when he gets hurt. You don't know how to protect
But you
yourself well.
want me to tell you something though? I don't know if you peeped it, right? He did have Nair Albright hurt, and I think it was the 10th round, and he gassed out. Like, he completely gassed out in the 10th round when he had him hurt. Like, as soon as he buckled him and wobbled him, he gassed out. He didn't have nothing left in the gas tank, bro. That's why I say I don't think he got a chance, bro.
I'm gonna tell you why he didn't get Albright out. I'm gonna tell you why he didn't get Albright out. Because if you pay attention, when he caught Albright, it wasn't a head shot. It was a body shot. He went to the head when he buckled him. He thought he caught him with a head shot, but it wasn't. It was a body shot. And he went to the head, so Naib Albright was able to hold because he never went back down to the body. He kept throwing headshots, and Naib Albright was able to avoid a lot of those headshots. He did get caught with some of them, but he wasn't wobbled by the head. He was wobbled from the body shot, and he didn't go to the body. Go back and watch the fight. He got caught with an uppercut to the inside. It was on the inside. Naib Albright went to go grab him. He caught him with an uppercut to the body, and his legs buckled. He backed up, and Keyshawn went in on him, and he caught him on the ropes, but he started throwing headshots. He never went back down to the body.
Nah. What I'm saying is, this is my whole point. When he did have him hurt, Keyshawn by that point was gassed. Like, he was gassed. You could see it all over his body language. Like, he was gassed out. He shot his load when he had
No, I'm gonna say he might have been gassed because he was throwing a lot of headshots and they wasn't landing because Naib Albright was moving and he was throwing a lot of headshots. He threw a lot of shots, but they was to the head. They wasn't to the body. He was trying to knock him out, but if he would have went to the body, he wouldn't have gassed out because Naib Albright would have took a knee because he hurt him to the body.
And Keyshawn usually goes to the body. That's how he broke down Jermaine Ortiz. That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
That's what I'm saying. Go look at it. He caught him with a body shot right on the inside, an uppercut right to the body.
I'm gonna say it like I said last week. Starting from the outside of the ring, Keyshawn don't got no chance because his team, they let him do what he want to do. He not disciplined. You never know when he's mentally stable. You never know when he got drinking problems. You don't know if he's smoking. On top of the fact that Devin Haney, when it comes to his camps, he be super locked in. He got everything organized. And I don't think he gonna beat him inside or outside the ring. I really just don't see it. Yeah. He already don't like Devin Haney and don't know why. He already don't like Devin. Excuse me. He already don't like Devin Haney and he don't know why. So that right there is already a telltale sign how he will act in that ring because we seen that body slam. We seen it. So imagine what he'll do.
It's because of the brother boys effect. The brother boys.
I was say we know why he don't like Devin Haney because of Shakur.
Exactly. The like brother boys.
It's because of Shakur.
Well,
so exactly.
Keyshawn came out and said that Devin slighted him one time or tried to lure boy him. So he said he didn't like Devin since then.
So imagine this, right? Do you think Keyshawn could risk losing a point in a fight with Devin Haney?
No. Because neither guy is known for losing too many rounds, but Devin Haney especially, he's not known for losing many rounds. Yeah. He ain't got no draws on his record.
No, I'm saying when I say points, I should have made that a little bit more clear. I'm saying like for what he pulled with the stunt when he body slammed dude, like, do you think he can risk something like that?
No, but that's what I'm saying though. He can't lose. Yeah, he can't lose those points specifically because Devin Haney don't lose many rounds, so he can't afford to. No.
Facts.
Yeah, he got to keep his cool against Devin. You can't get frustrated because it could be a long night for you.
That referee wasn't playing with Keyshawn. I actually respect that. That referee was on business.
That's the problem with Keyshawn. His biggest problem is between his ears.
Appreciate you, babe.
Keyshawn said, this is what he said that scared me. He said a couple of things that scared me too, bro. He said, man, making weight ain't my thing. That's the first thing I was kind of like, uh-oh. Then the second thing he said was, I got angry in there, so I just body slammed him. I said, oh yeah, he gonna have composure problems, let alone him not being, locked in with the weight situation. So it's no way.
But y'all
What
don't
they
think
need to do
y'all
is
don't think
what they need.
Keyshawn
What they
y'all don't think Keyshawn got the footwork to track Devin Haney down in that ring?
I don't think so.
yeah
Nah,
yeah
you want me to tell
he
you
got
why? Oh,
he
go
got the
ahead. My
I
bad.
footwork.
think he
He
can
got
make
the
that step to the side.
no. He got the footwork to be able to track Devin Haney down. It's just a matter of are you when are you going to be able to track him down? Because I think like with Keyshawn, because he, like I said, he's more of a boxer puncher, but he's more so front foot heavy. He's going to be looking to come forward. And if if Devin gets to moving around the ring like he fought Jose Ramirez, it's gonna be a hard shot. But I think he could still track him down. It's gonna be later in the fight. Devin Haney gonna put too many rounds in the bag for Keyshawn to catch up, unless he catch him with a big shot and drop him a one or two times or something like that. He's gonna put too many rounds in the bag.
Devin is not gonna give you that many good looks either.
I think one look he might be able to get because I think Keyshawn is athletic enough, and I've seen Keyshawn do it before. Keyshawn got that pull counter in his bag, so I want to see if he'll be
Oh
able to
yeah,
counter over Devin Haney
Mm,
jab.
interesting.
Shout
yeah,
out
he
to
definitely
Bobby.
do.
Yeah,
That could
I'm
be the
I'm,
one,
I'm
actually.
in full agreement with you, Bobby. That and the way Keyshawn like to, I mean, the way he can get clipped, he better be careful. He better be
Yeah.
extremely careful.
Devin also does a lot of foot feints and jab feints, so it's not gonna be that easy to catch him with a
That's
foot
true.
counter.
That's true. It'll be hard to
No,
get that timing
that's
down.
why I said I think
Yeah.
that's the reason why I say I think Devin Haney wins the fight right now. But if Devin waits like 2 years to fight him, I think Devin gonna let Keyshawn build up too much momentum, too much experience, and then I think Keyshawn is gonna be a much better fighter in about 2 years than he is right now. And that's the problem with a lot of these fighters. They wait and say, "Oh, we gotta let the fight build up." What you're doing is you letting your opponent build up his experience when you're the better fighter at this current moment, and you talking about, "Oh, he hasn't done anything. We gotta let the fight build." Well, what you're doing is letting your opponent build his experience instead of just and fighting him. And that's the problem with a lot of these fighters now compared to the fighters back in the day. Back in the day, when they saw a person on the rise, they said, "Okay, let's get this fight on." And they get it done right then and there. They're not letting their opponent build up no momentum, build up no experience. They're going to knock them down before they get a chance. Now, you want to build up the fight. And so when you think a guy is a better fighter, your opponent gotten better. The same reason why I said Canelo should have fought David Benavidez when David Benavidez was coming up instead of letting him get all the experience. Now there's no chance that you beat David Benavidez. When there was a chance at one time, now there's no chance that you beat David Benavidez.
Rondell, salute, man. Appreciate you pulling up to the platform. Um, and he said Key ain't ready for Dev. Man, Key, there's a lot of people that don't got you ready for Dev right now. Especially not at 147. So let me ask y'all this. With this being said, we talking Key, and shout out GM Shalom or GM showing GM Shalom Wolf. Oh, good morning, Shalom Wolf. Okay, shout out to you. Um Keyshawn said he's moving to 147, y'all. I already wanted this question answered, so I'm gonna ask. Let me start with free. Free, what would your route what route would you take, Keyshawn? Moving to 147. What's a good name to start him off with before you put him in there with a Devin Haney?
Said he wants to move to 147, but
Similar salute.
right after he said that, he said he wants to fight Lamont Roach, who's at 35. He wants to fight Pitbull, who's at 140. He wants to fight Devin. So we don't know which route he's going to take. But if he goes to 47, I will put him in there with somebody like a Karen. Put him in there with a guy like Karen. Karen is a good
Mhm.
fight to get him ready for 47. Karen he's somewhat difficult, and he moves around the ring when he don't want to be hit. And I think the footwork that Curran has or that Curran can display would get him ready for a guy like Devin if Devin chooses to use his footwork. I think a guy like Curran that can move around the ring will get him ready for. Or you could put him in there with somebody like my guy Mikhail Fox. Mikhail Fox, a long rangy guy that fights at a distance or needs to fight at a distance.
He fought at 54.
Don't one of them fight at 47?
Nah,
Nah,
Mike Fox, he moved up. He was at 47, but he hasn't fought there in a while.
Mike
But
Fox like 6'4".
and shout out to Tim Layton.
Yeah,
Also
get
shout
him,
out
put him in
to
there with
T Hill and Papa
put him in there
Jordan.
with
Salute.
you can put him in there with a guy like Tiger Johnson. I think that's a good fight for him right now.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
They was on the
right
Olympic
now.
team together too, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if they was on the Olympic team together or if it was right after Keyshawn came off the Olympics, but I think they might have been. Matter of fact, they was because Keyshawn went back to get on the Olympic team. So yeah, they was on that Olympic team together. So yeah, put him in there with Tiger Johnson. I think that'd be a good fight for him right now.
Hey, yo, Carrier talking crazy. Carrier said, he said, y'all naming all the good stuff for Dev and naming all the bad stuff for Key. Of course, Devin win by that logic. And then he said, name all of Devin flaws. He said Keyshawn is faster, hit harder, deeper toolbox, and more tenacious. Well, you can't really say that.
I don't know if Keyshawn faster. I would say Keyshawn probably hit harder, but I don't know if he's faster. See, people always say this guy is faster, that guy is faster. Unless you got hand speed like David Benavidez or daggone Amir Khan or a left hook like Ryan Garcia, you really can't say who's a faster puncher than the next guy because everybody looks fast when you in there with a guy that's slow. Everybody looks fast. You put me in there with somebody that's slow, I'ma look fast. But I can guarantee you, my hands are nowhere near the speed of a Jerome Buzinis. But I'ma look fast if I get in there with somebody that's very slow.
Jose Ramirez. Put Keyshawn in there with Jose Ramirez at 147. Let that be a introductory fight.
Then he just said Devin throws single shots. Well, Keyshawn throws single shots. And on top of that, Keyshawn, for real, he load up a lot of his shots. Like, he really don't use his jab a lot, for real. He be loading up on damn near every shot. On top of that, his main goal, when your main goal is to try to get somebody up out of there, of course it's going to look like the shots is harder again versus somebody who aiming to score. Like Devin Haney, when he fight, he aiming for the points. Like he trying to get points. Bruh trying to get knockouts. So he every shot he throwing is with intention. On top of the fact, if we be for real, bro, all we saying is this. We looking at the entire animal versus the entire animal. All we saying is Keyshawn, he just don't got everything to beat somebody who's polished like Devin Haney. He just got to polish up on a few more things, and that's it. We ain't talking down on Keyshawn. We ain't trashing him or nothing. We just saying he got to tighten up. That's it.
No, I mean, when you look at all of these fighters, I don't care if it's Shakur, Keyshawn, Devin, Tank, Loma, all of these guys, they throw single shots until they have an opening to throw combination. There's very few guys that throw combination on a consistent basis. Most of these guys, they throw a jab, then they throw a 1-2, then they might see an opening, they throw a 1-2-3 or a 1-2-3-4. Well, most of these guys are just throwing one shot at a time. If you go back and look at everybody fight, we called a lot of these fights on Saturday, and most of these guys throw single shots. It's very seldom do they throw combinations. Keyshawn throws combination when the combination is available. Devin throws combinations when the combinations are available. Same thing with Shakur, same thing with Tank Davis. All of these guys throw single shots.
Yeah, man. I think right now the best thing for Keyshawn, if he was to go to 147 right now, I think his best shot in a great fight that'll make him some money as well would be to fight Brian Norman Jr. I ain't gonna lie to you. Main event in Atlanta. I think they should do it in Atlanta or Houston, Texas. I think that'd be a great fight. And it's a 50-50, and I would put my money on Brian Norman to win that fight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That would be a hell of a fight.
Brian Norman versus who?
Keyshawn Davis. I'll put my money on him. If that fight ever get made, I'm here.
Nah,
I'm putting my money on Brian Norman.
I'll put my money on Keyshawn.
That's a 50-50 fight. I don't know.
It is actually.
And the thing is, this another.
I don't know
who
wins that fight. No, I was gonna say I'll tell you right now. I don't know who wins that fight. To be honest with you, I
can't pick him either.
I don't think Brian Norman has improved that much since the Devin Haney fight and that type of style. We saw what it does to him. So I don't view it as a 50-50, but I respect y'all's opinion.
Put 100 on it. Put 100 on it. I put 100 on Brian Norman.
Okay, that's a bet. Joint. That's a bet. That's $100 bet.
For real.
I'm being for real too. I got you.
But this is the thing. But look, there's another thing I was going to say too. I'm glad I just thought about it. He was saying that Keyshawn faster. How do we know he can keep that same speed at 147 pounds? You know what I'm saying? We seen Devin Haney. He had to slow down when he fought against Regis. He had to slow down when he fought against Brian Norman. He was way faster than them guys because he came down from them lower weight classes, and he like not small, but and height wise, he kind of like short for 147. Keyshawn Davis like 5'10". You see how tall he was standing next to his brother, who like 6'1", 6'2". They you know what I mean? They almost the same height. So I don't know. I don't think he's ready for Devin Haney right now. I think a level like Brian Norman Jr. Even Tamir Smalls. I feel like a Tamir Smalls would be a great fight for him right now.
I want to see these dudes getting there. If they lose and get their heads busted open, or they lose and get outclassed, it is what it is, man. I mean, that's boxing. That's how
he shouldn't fight Rolly.
That's how it was in the golden era, in the 50s and the 60s. Them guys used to fight sometimes 6-7 times. Sometimes they win 6 times and they fight again. It is what it is. I don't really mind it that much if a guy move up and lose. That don't mean he can't come back. Cause look at the boy Josh Kelly. Got beat within an inch of his life by David Avenesian. Now he a champ.
But that's just some of these dudes get moved better than other dudes. Some of these dudes be getting moved better than other dudes. So you can't some fights you can't really compare it for real.
You thought he beat Bachram, Mark? You thought he beat Bachram for real?
Yeah, I thought he outboxed him. Bachram came on at the end, but Josh Kelly outboxed him.
He definitely did.
I think I said it after the fight. I said Bronson waited around too late to start pressuring him. He waited around too late. If he would have started an earlier round, that fight would have turned out differently. Because Bronson came on, it was too late. Josh Kelly put too many of the earlier rounds in the bag.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And then
in his home arena. Think about that too.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's let me tell you why.
AB, you said something that I've always said. Guys get opportunities that other guys don't get. That's why I never count accolades in my pound for pound. Because I know that guys get opportunities that other guys don't get. Because of the promotional company that they're signed to, the management company that they are signed to, a lot of different things. Some guys are more has more of a performance, a better performance in front of a crowd. Some people are good fighters, they just don't perform well in front of a large crowd. So they don't get the opportunity because they say, okay, we're not going to sell a lot of tickets putting him in a title fight. We'll sell more tickets putting this guy in a title fight because we know he's going to try for a knockout, even though he might not be as good of a fighter as this other guy. But he's going to at least try for a knockout.
Politics, bro. Yep.
For sure. Let me tell you what, because I seen somebody say he should fight Rolly next. Let me tell you why he shouldn't fight Rolly next. Because Rolly is a monster, bro. I don't care what nobody say. When it comes to like strength and being a beast, Rolly Romero, like, okay, he's more skilled, obviously, than Rolly Romero. But I'm saying, bro, like, when you talk about somebody who got a puncher's chance, Rolly is that guy that we talking about that got like a puncher's chance for real, for real.
I agree
And it's
with
at
that.
147. It's at 147. His skills got better. So we got to be real now. Like, his skills definitely got way better. So
I wouldn't say he's a monster, but I do like Rolly.
Bro, he a freak, bro. Pause, but he a freak, bro. Like the way he built, his strength, his speed, his twitchiness, bro. He and the fact that he started like at 17, bro. He's low key a freak, bro.
Yeah, that's why his build is like that, because he used to be a grappler, and as someone that did grappling in the past, that gets you that chisel break house type of body. But yeah, he can crack, bro. He can crack, and I don't know about Rolly, man. I'm not so sure about Rolly, but I do like him, so I wouldn't mind to see that.
I mean, I like Rolly, but
I think Norman. I think Norman is more dangerous than Rolly. Let me put it to you.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure. I'm saying, like, he
that.
shouldn't fight him though.
Okay.
I can't erase that that Barroso performance from Rolly. I can't erase that out of my mind when he got hands put on him by Pitbull Cruz. I can't I give him this. He's looked better, but
For sure.
he fought against. I mean, he gets a lot of credit for beating Ryan Garcia, who didn't have the drugs in his system running through his veins.
But be real though, like, who really want to fight Pitbull though?
Listen,
Who really want to fight Pitbull?
He followed.
Who calling out Pitbull?
But hold up.
Come on now, who calling out Pitbull? We seen. And look, we seen the last guy that fought Pitbull. We seen what he had to go through.
We saw El Rayo.
Valenzuela backed him up, bro.
We saw Rayo 12-0 Pitbull.
Yeah.
But okay, but he did, right? He did. But I'm saying, look at the last guy who went through Pitbull. Look what they had to go through. Who really trying to go through that with Pitbull? Who calling Pitbull out?
He fought a dude that was at 130
Hey,
less than 2
Keyshawn
fights ago,
called out
though.
Pitbull.
AB.
I'm not high on
He wants the
Pitbull, bro.
fight.
Bro, y'all be getting fooled. Let me tell you something, yo. Y'all be getting fooled by these dudes with these weights, bro. Lamont Roach is not small, bro. He's a pretty big guy. For real, he's like a natural 40-pounder if he wanted to be. Like, if you want to fight at 40, he could. But he ain't small, though.
Maybe he could, but he wasn't adjusted to that weight yet, AB.
I'm not high
He shot
on
Pitbull Cruz smaller than him. He's fat at 40.
What you want to say? Free trying to
Pitbull
get
is smaller than everybody.
Exactly. He's fat at 40.
Like his head is the size of a ping pong ball, bro. He's a super hard matchup for Rolly. That's a nightmare matchup. I'm not gonna put that much into that, to be honest with you, because Keyshawn ain't hard to find.
The fact that
Keyshawn will be different.
I'm gonna tell you like this. At that time, Rolly was a type of fighter. If you made him go backwards, he's not good. We saw that with Barroso. We saw that with Pitbull. If you make him go backwards, he's not good. Rolly is a front foot heavy fighter. He stay on his front foot. If you make him go backwards, he cannot fight on the back foot at all. Since he's been on a Silas, his boxing ability has gotten a little bit better. Still not great, got a little bit better. But the thing is, a lot of people give him credit for Ryan because a lot of people pick Ryan to beat him. So if you pick Ryan to beat him, you got to give him credit for it. You can't say, oh, well, Ryan ain't had no drugs in his system. But you picked Ryan to win. Yeah. And you know Ryan had the drugs in it. You picked Ryan to win.
I agree with that.
He's saying...
I picked Rolly in that fight, Free. I picked Rolly.
Bro, he's saying...
I think Prize was the only one I heard say Rolly. You might have said it later, but I could have sworn Prize was the only one that was saying Rolly. Everybody was saying I got Ryan.
I was rooting for Rolly. Yeah. I think that's what I was rooting for Rolly, but I might have picked Ryan.
Look, he's saying Rolly a C+ fighter. This the thing, though. You talking about skills, while I'm talking about getting in there and fighting, bro. Don't nobody want to go through that with no Pitbull, bro. We seen what he did to Lamont Roach, bro. He put Lamont Roach down. Like, even Tank couldn't do that. Come on, bro.
On this,
we're trying to go through that.
Let me say this. On this welterweight landscape, C+ will get you there. Like this welterweight division is pretty much a joke, guys.
And how he a C+ if Kambosos? Come on now, come on. Like he a C+, but Kambosos, what's Kambosos? He better than Kambosos. Come on now, don't do that.
After the Devin Haney fight, I don't
come
think
on, bro.
Rated him that highly. Like the Max Hughes robbery, then Lomachenko stopped him. I mean, I don't think people gave Kambosos that much credit.
I would literally say, Pitbull is a C+ fighter. I wouldn't say Pitbull is no B or no A fighter because Pitbull does one thing and one thing only. He comes forward and throw big shots. He don't have a jab. He doesn't have head movement. He don't have footwork. He don't have defense really like that. He just
Oh, they
stays
was saying they
calm
talking about Rolly.
in a high guard. He don't really have defense. So he is a C+ fighter. He could be a B if he had other attributes, but he doesn't. So I would say he's a C+ fighter.
And listen, let me tell you something. And the reason why I say I can't rate Pitbull right now is because I feel like if he was to fight Abdullah Mason, and Abdullah Mason with that mentality and that style that he got, I ain't gonna lie, that's a 50-50 fight. And what Abdullah Mason grade is. Come on now. Let's be real.
I'll give you that. If Abdullah fight like how he fought his last fight, and just gets on the inside and throws hooks instead of using his jab and
I'm
using
telling
his
you.
distance, then yeah.
Talk to them. They don't understand what I'm trying to say, but you get it though.
What's his name? The British dude he fought. I don't think he was using that much side-to-side movement on Abdullah. Abdullah was going to the fire.
No cap. If he do that against Pitbull, I'm trying to tell you, we seen what he did to Lamont, bro. I think possibly if he was to fight Abdullah Mason right now, it's a 50-50. And I wouldn't bet none of y'all with that though. I would have to take my money to the, you know what I mean, to the apps, to the draft schemes and all that.
Hey, I'll give you that link on Kalshi. I'll give you that link on Kalshi if you want it. I'll give you that link.
He said Boosa B+, Shakur B+. Yeah, he playing. He talking.
That's aircraft carrier. He's actually his real name in real life is Paddle Boat Boy.
He talking crazy right now. He said, "Bam, yeah, you talking crazy. If you talking about what they did so far, yeah, but skills wise, you crazy. Nah, I can't agree with you. You tripping." And you're not wasting time at 147 C+5. If you get bigger pay fighting Keyshawn. Yeah, Haney just need to stay busy, bro.
Fight Fundora.
I mean, I think he should, bro. I've been saying this. I think Haney should have fought Blair Cobbs, but Blair Cobbs about to get busy though, so it's a little too late.
Man,
I've been saying that, and out of the blue, Blair Cobbs.
Listen, I know guys really like Blair Cobbs. I mean, I get it. He's kind of funny, but hell,
they got history.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
isn't that guy almost 40 years old?
And he gonna sell the fight. Come on. What we doing?
Hell no. I can't stand him. He's a walking, talking. I don't even know if I could say that word on B3 SPN, but I don't like Blair Cobbs. I don't like him.
What Blair Cobbs do to you?
He's not that good. Like Devin wouldn't get that much credit. And I don't think he would get that much of a bag. Who's gonna pay for that fight?
All right, let's be real. Who's
gonna pay Devin Haney the bag that he wants?
Who really getting credit nowadays? Let's be real. Who really getting credit nowadays?
Monster Nui, Usyk,
Man, listen, Usyk about to fight a UFC fighter, bro.
You got a point there.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody getting credit nowadays.
Daniel Dubois got his credit.
Man, who was Fabio Wardley? He came out the blue, bro.
Man, stop that.
Everybody
was saying before that fight, it's a 50-50 fight. We don't know what Daniel gonna do if he get hit. Daniel been known to quit in the past.
Hold on, but listen, they wasn't saying that because of dude's skills. They was saying that because of Dubois, not because of Fabio. They was saying it because they don't know how Dubois coming. But Dubois, he did his thing. It wasn't necessarily because of dude.
Exactly. So he got the but that's what I'm saying, AB. He got the credit because he did his thing.
Nah, he ain't. Of course. All right. Heavyweights don't count anyway, so we can't even throw them in the mix.
Well, that's a bit tough, but David Benavidez get his credit.
Bro, nah, people was talking crazy about him after that fight. They were saying he got an elbow. Come on now.
He did.
You forgot that?
He did hit that man with an elbow. You should have seen
And people
that.
be forgetting it's a fight, bro. It's a fight.
No. I'm not like, yeah, I get it. It's boxing. It's not tennis.
Yeah, but it's not
I 1,000% understand, but there was a crazy elbow in there.
It wasn't crazy, bro. That joint, I think Fandora elbow was
Nah, that
way
was a
worse.
UFC type elbow.
Fandora elbow was way worse. I ain't going.
Which fight are we talking about?
Benavidez versus Zerto.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't see the
At
elbow?
the end
Yeah,
of
I
the
saw it.
day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, guys get hit with elbows all the time in boxing. Niggas
Yep.
get hit with elbows. They get hit with
Forearms.
foreheads. They
Get
get
their
hit
feet
with
stumped on.
forearms.
Feet be getting stepped on, all that.
Now the question is, was the elbow intentional?
It
The
wasn't
elbow wasn't
intentional.
intentional, then you can't say nothing about it.
I don't
If
think
it wasn't
was. I don't
intentional,
think it was.
now if he intentionally threw an elbow, then that's different.
Now,
Nah, he
The
did.
thing about it
for
is the
example,
elbow
I
came
mean,
on
there's
the.
been plenty of times Mike Tyson knocked the opponent out with hitting him with an elbow. Plenty of times. You go back and watch a lot of Mike Tyson fights. He hit guys with elbows on a consistent basis because of the way he throw his punches.
I
right,
agree.
because if we're in the close range, that's one thing, and it's another thing like Patty and Croker won when he just reached out and just nailed him with an elbow where it's as egregious as it comes. So there's a difference there,
But my
for sure.
my thing is though, irony. The elbow literally preceded Zerto taking a knee and bowing out. So the question is, did he take that elbow because he got hit with that ish, and he said, "Damn, this man hit like that. Let me just get up out of here."
No, he took the knee.
I mean,
He
he was
took the
getting
knee because
massacred.
his
Anyway,
daggone
right?
he took a knee because his daggone over the bone got broke.
Yeah.
When he got hit
Remember-
with that punch, that joint broke. You saw the orbital bone.
Remember
Because he had a
Espinosa?
little swelling. He had a little swelling from the elbow. He had a little swelling from the elbow. But when David Benavidez hit him with that left hook to the eye, you saw that joint pop, and he grabbed his face and backed up and took that knee and was like,
It's like
I can't see.
Espinosa and Robesi too. You remember when Robesi quit because of the the elbows did his thing, breaking his orbital bone as well. But again, that's in the close range. So it's really kind of hard to tell if it's intentional or not. I'm gonna give Benavidez the benefit of the doubt because I'm not used to seeing that with him. You know, I'm not used to seeing Benavidez nailing people
I
with that
can't hear
type of
nothing.
elbow. So that's
I'm
why.
about to say,
Can you hear me?
no, because it wasn't an elbow that made him take the knee the first time.
Hold on, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I agree. He was getting massacred no matter what. And I don't believe David is that type of fighter because, like I said, I can't remember him doing that too many times. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention, but I can't remember him doing that too many times to his opponent. So, nah, I'm not going.
I knew after he took the knee the first time, I said Zotto's not going to make it through this fight. I was like, I was expecting David Benavidez to get him out in like 8 or 9. I said, he's not going to make it past 6. I literally said that on the live because we called the fight live. I said, this man's not making it past 6. I said he was going to get put out 8 or 9. He's not making it past 6.
Yeah,
he was taking too much punishment.
What I can't understand for the life of me when it comes to David Benavidez, why did you have to move up so quickly to cruiserweight? Because you know as well as I do that the Russians are one-on-one. You know they got to settle that score. So you can't really use that against them, particularly Bivol, because Bivol is the fighter, because Bivol is the one that beat Canelo. So that's the one that you want, obviously. But
no, he wants to fight those guys, but Bivol don't want to fight him.
Nah, I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying
you ain't got to buy it. I'm gonna ask you one question. Who is Bivol fighting?
Michael Eifert.
Who is Mikey? His mandatory, correct?
Yeah.
Did he drop his belt or he fought Mikey? He's fighting Mikey, I should say. He's fighting Mikey. David Benavidez was his mandatory. He dropped his belt.
Why didn't David fight Beterbiev then?
Beterbiev took another fight because he was waiting on Bivol. But that was Bivol's excuse.
The Nicholson fight?
I'm gonna fight. No. When he that was Bivol's excuse. He said, "I'm gonna fight Arthur in a trilogy, so I'm not fighting David Benavidez now because I'm gonna fight Bivol." So he dropped the belt. He didn't fight Arthur. He said he was going to fight Arthur. He didn't fight Arthur. He was getting ready to fight Mikey. He got injured in training camp. That's the reason why this fight is happening now. It didn't happen then. He got injured in training camp getting ready for Mikey. So that was the reason why. And when Bivol pulled out of the fight with Arthur, I mean, they had already gave David Benavidez Anthony Yard. So Arthur said, I'm going to go ahead and fight somebody else.
Right, which he didn't. Because he was going to fight Nicholson, I believe, in that card, and then whatever.
Yeah, he was trying to wait around for Bivol, but Bivol.
But here's the reality, though. Here's the reality. Benavidez needs Bivol way more than Bivol needs Benavidez, though. That's just the fact.
No, he don't.
Yes,
no,
he does. Who's the one that beat Canelo? Who's the one that beat Canelo?
No, I'm gonna tell you why he don't. Because if he go fight Jao Obatai, they're gonna say, well, Bivol ducked him the same way I'm saying right now. They're gonna say Bivol ducked him. He fights Jao Obatai, they're gonna say, okay, Jao Obatai is a better win than beating Bivol.
Right now, it might be. It might be because that gets you on. Well, not really. Noel Mikhelian's also a champion, but that gets you one step closer to undisputed. So I get it.
I'm gonna say right now, Bivol needs David Benavidez more than David Benavidez.
No way, bro. He has a win over Canelo, bro.
It doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it does not matter, because nobody cared about that before he won. I mean, after he won against Canelo, they were saying it was a cherry pick that went bad. They didn't care about that.
That's okay. He still whooped that ass, bro.
Oh, Bivol is still not a big seller. He still ain't putting in no. He ain't bringing in no box office numbers.
That's true.
So,
okay.
David doesn't need Bivol. Bivol needs David.
Nah, bro. No way in hell. No way in hell. Listen.
Say that all you want.
He's not. He wasn't afraid of Artur Beterbiev, but he's afraid of Benavidez. Really?
Yes, but Artur Beterbiev is 40 years old.
Yeah, 100% knockout ratio. 100% knockout ratio.
It doesn't matter. Artur Beterbiev is 40 years old.
It doesn't matter.
He's 40 years old. David Benavidez is 20. At that time, he was 28. I thought 27. At that time, he was 27. He was a younger, hungrier guy that got ducked by Canelo Alvarez. He didn't want that problem.
Okay.
He didn't want that problem. The same reason why Canelo don't want that problem. He said, I understand why Canelo ducked him. Yeah, and if Bivol take the fight with David Benavidez, you're gonna see why Bivol put that fight off, because he's gonna have the same fate that Zordo had. He's gonna have the same fate. He's gonna get beat up and get put down.
How many fights have you seen of Dimitri Bivol?
How many fights did I see of what?
Of Bivol?
I've seen about 5 fights of Bivol, and everyone look exactly the same.
Right, the pendulum style, right? So
they look exactly the same. He's in there with guys that don't move around the ring, the guys that stand right in front of him and lay on the ropes. That's what he does.
Okay, but do you agree that Beterbiev pressure is a hell of a lot tougher to deal with than Benavidez pressure?
And he arguably lost both of those fights.
No, he didn't. But okay, I'm not gonna die on that hill.
I mean, that's your opinion. I'm telling you what I seen. He arguably lost both of those fights.
Okay, and he arguably won both of those fights as well.
No, he arguably won one of those fights. He arguably lost both of them. He arguably won one.
Okay, but he still got in the ring with Beterbiev, which Benavidez did not. So everyone's afraid of this guy. You know, I don't get it, bro.
David wants to get in the ring with both of them. It doesn't matter if he got in the ring with Beterbiev. If you wants to get in the ring with this guy, but you don't want to get in the ring with me, you talking about, well, I got in the ring with him. He was the champion, but I'm scared to get in the ring with you. Yes, because you're not getting in the ring with him.
No, it don't work that way. And why does he have to move up to 190? Why does he have to move all the way up to 190?
So why, when the fight fell through with him and Arthur, because he said, quote unquote, he wanted to have the trilogy in Russia, and they wasn't going to have the fight in Russia because they still at war. Why didn't he say, let me go get David Benavidez? He got my belt. Let me go get that belt back.
How long did he wait for Canelo at 68? How long did he wait for Canelo?
I'm not asking nothing about Canelo. I'm asking you about.
If you can wait for Canelo, you can wait for the Russians, right?
Didn't Demetrius Bivol go get his belt back when the fight fell through with Arthur?
If you can wait for Canelo, you can wait for these two to have their trilogy, right? I'm just saying, right? If you can wait for Canelo
I'm
all
not
that
talking
time,
about. I'm not telling you about David waiting. I'm talking about Demetrius Bivol. When the fight fell through with Arthur, y'all couldn't have the trilogy. Why didn't you go get your belt back? You're fighting another mandatory instead of going to get your belt back. You wouldn't have to fight that mandatory until after you got your belt back. Or David would have had to fight that mandatory because now he's the undisputed champion.
This is awesome. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't use the dark word as lightly as other people do. But I can't get there, bro. Because your best win, he already beat that guy. He already beat Zurdo, a younger version of Zurdo, by the way. You know, just saying. And he got 2 times with Artur Beterbiev, and he beat Canelo. I just can't believe that guy is gonna be scared of David Benavidez, bro. I just can't get there. I really can't. And from a box office perspective, you can say, well, he needs. From a box office perspective, Bivol should go fight Canelo a second time then, because there's no fight that's gonna make you as much money as that one. So from that perspective, Benavidez fell through anyway. Might as well go and give Canelo his rematch then. If it's about dollars and cents, go do Canelo too and screw David Benavidez then.
I'm not talking nothing about money. Money doesn't matter to me. Money doesn't matter.
But you said that Bivol ain't a big attraction, which is true. So if you're
yes, he's not a big attraction. He's not. That's a fact. He's not.
So if you're saying that he needs David,
I'm not. You're talking about money. I'm not talking about the money.
But that was the reason that you said that he needs Benavidez more than Benavidez needs him. That's the reason that you put for that. Right?
Yes, that is the reason why. But if you saying it's not enough money to pay me to get my ass whooped, I'm not gonna do it. We've seen it before. Guys say you're not paying me enough. That's the reason why Zordo didn't take the Jao Obertai fight. He wanted $12 million. They were like, we're not giving you $12 million. We'll give you whatever they said they were gonna give him. But Zordo was like, nah, if you want me to take that whooping, I need 12. That's the reason why he didn't take the Jao fight.
No, that's true. That's true.
So if the money ain't good enough, guys ain't willing to take a whooping for chump change. He wanted to get paid more money to get whooped.
Yeah, especially if you already made undisputed like he did, which Benavidez hasn't done that yet.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
I just know there's one guy that was the mandatory. He was waiting to make the fight, and another guy said, I'm gonna fight this guy when he didn't fight this guy, and he dropped the belt. Like I said, he could have just went back and fought David Benavidez instead of fighting Mike, whatever the dude's name is.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting this guy, he could have just fought David Benavidez.
Okay, I mean,
David wouldn't even have to fight Zordo. David wouldn't even have to fight Zordo. He could have been fighting Demetrius Bivol. He wouldn't even have to fight Zordo.
Right. I don't understand why he had to move up, because you know as well as I do, there's not that many names at cruiserweight, bro. There's just not.
He's a champion. Did you not hear what the man said? He said he wants to defend his title at both weight classes. He's not dropping his belt. He's a champion at both weight classes. He said he's going to defend his title at both weight classes.
We're talking about 25-pound difference here, bro.
25-pound difference is not a lot of weight. The man's been dropping 25 pounds. The man has been dropped 25 pounds. He was dropping 25 pounds to fight at 75. Everybody say he walks around at 200. He was dropping 25 pounds anyway to fight at 75. So it's not a big difference. He's fighting at his walk-around weight. He would have to drop weight to make 75 if he was to stay at 75. He fought at his walk-around weight.
So why is he asking for a catch weight then?
Guys drop 25 pounds on a regular basis to make these weight classes all the time.
So why is he asking for a catch weight then?
Why he has to go what?
Didn't he ask for like 190
no,
or
he
something
asked for,
like that?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up, because he said everybody brings that up. Oh, he want to fight Bivol at a catch weight. He said no. He said what we can do if you want to make it a bigger fight, we can fight at a catchweight where the cruiserweight titles be on the line and the light heavyweight titles be on the line. That's why he said that. He said we can make it an even bigger fight by putting both weight classes on the line. That's why the catchweight came into effect. But everybody want to not hear the fact that he said make it a bigger fight. He will fight at 75, but he said we can make it even bigger by fighting at catchweight. I put two belts and you put
You're cutting out a little bit, bro.
belt on the line. You put all three of your light heavyweight. That way, he can be undisputed and a unified champion at cruiserweight for
B3, can
either
you hear
guy.
him?
You can be
I can barely hear
undisputed
him.
and a champion.
I can barely hear you, bro. You're cutting out for some reason. In the last part, you cut out a lot. I don't know. But listen, I want to see the fight, man. I just want to see the fight. I think Bivol should be the A side. He's done a lot more. He's beat a lot bigger names than David has. But whatever, bro. I just want to see the fight. Slice it the way you want it. Put Benavidez the A side, whatever you want to do. I just want to see that fight because I believe Bivol got the perfect style to beat David, bro. That's just me. He ain't gonna gas out like Caleb Plant did. So he can actually keep that pace for a full 12 rounds. So I don't know.
What? Real quick. Hold on 1 second. Going to Rick, real quick. Rick, they can fight for the light heavyweight title and the cruiserweight title if the sanctioning body agrees. They can fight for both division titles if they agree to it. We've seen it happen multiple times in the court of boxing before. If it comes down to the sanctioning body if they agree on it, because there would be two different weight class belts on the line. We've seen that happen with Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard fought for two different title belts. It was somebody else that
Hey,
did it.
Big Dog Willie. My bad, Free. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody in the building. We got 16 in the building. Appreciate y'all, man, for the love and support. Uh, man, it's Monday. We back at it. Y'all already know. We had this weekend. It was phenomenal. Even though everybody was kind of underwhelmed with the car. Hold on, let me drop the link just in case Big Dog is still in here. He want to pull up on the panel. Member, you already know. Join the membership. Support us, man. Help us continue to build up. Help us continue to grow the platform. We building brick by brick. Hey, it take people that really want to see a brother do well. So I'm thankful for that. Man, old man was dealing Rolly. Hey, people want to see Keyshawn versus Rolly. People want to see Keyshawn versus anybody. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Keyshawn need to probably acclimate himself to 147 before he go in there and fight Devin Haney. I think that's gonna be a bit much. Dang, Marky, pull up. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you, Big Dog. He said Bivol and Canelo the hell out of Benavidez. Come on, man. We already know what that El Monstro doing. We already know. Shout out to Angie B. Okay, yeah, we lit in it. We lit in here. Angie B. Appreciate you, Angie B. Yeah, shout out to Tavon Burns in here. Man. All right, say less. Rick in here too. Shout out to Rick. Okay, we working. We cooking with grease. And y'all know we go 1 to 3, so we're gonna kick it for a little bit. Free, you still in here with me? Okay, Free fell off. He said, give me a while. Something came up. Okay, I already appreciate you. Yeah, that's what's happening. But yeah, we did our inaugural raffle, Big Dog, and you actually had won it. But after time and deliberation, we had to move on to the second winner or the second name, which was Ja. Shout out to my brother Ja Real. But yeah, appreciate y'all pulling up. He said Keyshawn hold on Davis. Wow. Wow. Man, Keyshawn is getting a lot of flack, huh? I thought it looked to me like Albright was doing a lot of holding, but yeah, Albright was initiating the clinch, but Keyshawn, he really wasn't fighting out of it. So everybody seen what Devin Haney was doing with B Norman in the clinch, kept letting his hands go. I think Devin Haney is just he's gonna be a little bit too much for Keyshawn right now, 147, in my opinion. I think he would probably more than likely edge a decision over Keyshawn right now. But I feel like it still could be competitive. But I would rather see Keyshawn acclimate at 147. That is what I want to see. I want to see Keyshawn. I would love to see him actually go the IBF route. Maybe fight the winner of Patty and Lewis and probably go the IBF route. Or I could see Keyshawn. Trying to think who else. People mentioned Karen earlier. He just lost. So I would more so probably want to see Keyshawn versus I said Jose who else 147? Maybe Giovanni Santillan. I don't know. Get his feet wet, different style than Devin, but get himself acclimated to 147 versus jumping in the deep end with the champ. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And that Ja done pulled up. All right, Ja, what's happening, bro?
What's good with you? I might have a bad signal. I don't know though.
You coming through clear, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Man, we good, blessed, not stressed. Shout out to my brother Prize Fighter in the building. You already know we building. Taking them one day at a time. Gorks, what's
Yes,
happening?
sir.
Man, Gorksy. Yeah, we lit in
What
here. Ja, let me ask you this real quick. Did you get a chance to watch the fights over the weekend on the Keyshawn
yeah,
card? What was
yeah, I
your
got
thought,
to watch
man?
it.
Cook on it for a little bit. Talk to us.
The first one I think his name that I seen was Hitter. He need I like Hitter though, but like he too cocky. Like he need to step his game up before he start being so cocky. Like, cause the old head gave him a run for his money. He was supposed to get him up out of there, and he was in shape to do it. I feel like he need to fight a little bit smarter though. But I like Yo though. He could fight. Um, Keyshawn, youngest brother, Keon, he did great. I would have liked to see him go for the stoppage though. Like he was playing with his food too much. Um, and Calvin, I think he just doing it for the business aspect of it. Like I feel like Calvin, he'd be better if he focused more on the business side. I feel like that'd do DB3 some justice, like, and just picked up fights here and there, like not really like a fighter, like how Keyshawn and Keon is, but like take fights here and there just to you know stay active a little bit, but more like do something business wise, like promotion, managing. I would like to see Kelvin do something like that. Cause he just looked like somebody that could fight, but he don't got his heart in it. Like he just know how to fight, but he don't really got his heart in it to me. So I don't really want to see it fight no more. Um, and Keyshawn, I thought he looked good. I was rooting for Keyshawn, even though I like Albright, but I like Albright more before the fight. Cause like what he showed with Keyshawn, it was annoying. Like he just was dependent on the grabbing and all of that stuff. Like he got hands, like, but he wasn't really using them, and he wasn't really using his footwork and stuff. Like, and he kind of let Keyshawn beat him up. Um, he wasn't really using his hands like that, and then with Keyshawn, I liked his performance, but I think he needs some time to just like focus on himself and really lock in and focus, like, cause he could have got Albright up out of there. He could have navigated that fight more professionally. I think he got the skills and the talent to be like one of the real top fighters. And people just gonna have to respect it. Dobson looked good. I like to see him get some more fights, but he was fighting Kelvin, and Kelvin Hart don't look in it. But I still want to see Dobson take some more fights at that was 147. So I see some other fighters versus Dobson. Um
Let me say this real quick. I appreciate you pulling up, Ja. Shout out to Dirk, trying to bless the panel. I see what you're doing. Um, Appreciate you. This channel, we do members only panel. We've growing channel. We got to get support on the channel to continue to grow. So everybody that you seen on the panel today is a member, supporter of the channel. $7 a month. A small price is to help a brother keep growing. I do social media content full time. So I need that support coming through. So I appreciate everybody that be hitting the Cash App, blessing the PayPal, the Zelle, or join the membership. So I'm thankful for that. So I truly appreciate everybody. We gonna keep building. And I just had to send that to my guys. Thank them for holding it down for about 30 minutes while I was MIA. So I appreciate him. Hey, Ja, let me ask you this, man. Talk about the Devin versus Keyshawn, man. Where you leaning with that fight? Do you like that matchup for Keyshawn? Do you feel like you want him to acclimate or jump right in with Devin?
um I like that matchup. Now I like Keyshawn's style more than I like Devin's style. But I don't know. I probably be rooting for Keyshawn in that fight, honestly. And he the underdog. I like his style. But Keyshawn mentally, like Devin Haney, mentally be on point. Keyshawn had and Devin Haney like with Albright. I wonder how that'd be if Albright moved up to 147, how he'd do. Um, cause he looked a little drained too. But like, man, I feel like the where Keyshawn showing that he had mentally, Devin to take advantage of that. That's the only thing is that. But I don't think he should. I think he should get himself in check mentally and fight Devin now. Like fight him as soon as possible. Like and don't respect him. Like don't respect him. Don't show him no respect. Like just show yourself respect and you know what you're capable of in the ring. And that it'll be a banger. I don't know who will win though. It'll still be 50-50, but I don't want Keyshawn to show Devin no respect as a fighter, like, cause that'll just work out as a disadvantage for him. Devin deserved the respect though, but Keyshawn, I think he really got the goods, so I wouldn't want him to show no respect to Devin. Get in there with him now. Yeah, he ain't fought. He done did the court thing. Gotta start playing these mental games back with people. Cause like I want to see Tank fight Keyshawn before I want to see him fight Shakur, just to mess with Shakur mentally. Like how you gonna be able to deal with Keyshawn getting a Tank fight before him? That'd be funny. And that they play these mind games like it's part of the sport too. So I feel like Keyshawn need to get him now, call him on his bluff. Cause Bill did act like he was doing all the walking up on and trying to negotiate fights. Keyshawn said he wanted that fight. Keep calling them on their bluff and see if they. Devin said he wanted some attention from Keyshawn fight. He said Keyshawn need to stay away from him. And it's a 50-50 fight. Keyshawn said he want to move up to 147. He don't want worry about making weight at 140. Let him do it. And go ahead if you can fight Devin. Don't wait. fight him now. That'd be stupid not to, and fight a tune-up. When you could grab some belts now, or even if you was to lose, it wouldn't be the end of your career. But he could get that fight with Devin now, get it now. Don't respect him. That's all I'm saying when it comes to that. But I would love to see that fight. That matchup would be beautiful. Cause Devin, he got the style, like that technical style, but he got some dug in him though. So he not just gonna lay down for Keyshawn. And then we seen he got power in the Brian Norman fight, and Brian Norman looks strong. I would want to see Keyshawn fight him too, Brian Norman. But I would rather see him fight Devin.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And it's gonna be interesting to see how Top Rank moves their chess pieces because Keyshawn this looks like he possibly going to 147. They got Rohan Polanco 147. They have Tiger Johnson at 147, and then they also have Brian Norman Jr. They may have some other fighters that I'm omitting. My apologies on that, but those seem kind of like the top guys right now that they have at 147 to kind of push for titles or possibly knock somebody off. So I
You
think,
check out what's his name? Is his name Brian Custer?
yeah, the one that did the announcer,
Yeah,
the guy,
he
the older
has
guy.
somebody on there that's at like 135. He's talking about moving up. What's old boy? He just had one on there.
Mm.
I don't know. I
Who
wanted
is
to
he
know.
signed? Who is he signed with?
I don't even know. He was just doing an interview saying he want to terrorize everybody. He talking about moving up to 154. I think he had like 135 right now. I was
If y'all
wondering if
know,
you heard
if y'all
about
know
that.
who Ja, yeah, I may, of course, if I haven't seen the interview, but if anybody in the chat know who Ja referencing, put it in the chat. We could talk about him.
I seen some of your stuff on you. You got any like I don't know. I seen you was over there with Pusher was there, and you said you was
Uh,
gonna get access and stuff at the shows. Like how that's going?
it's
Like
a pro-
doing interviews and stuff.
it's a process. I see. The thing about it is, I was just able to go down for the show this time. In the future, God willing, I had a financial backing so I can be up there for 3 and 4 days. Like the press conference. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
gotta, for one, I didn't have no credentials. I didn't apply for no press credentials, but my seats was good enough to the point where I could be pretty much on the railing and get down there and get footage where Pusher was and when the fighters was coming. I got like photos with Kelvin and Christian Cruz, Chacon and Keon, and so I got some stuff that I haven't posted yet. But uh and shout out to Shakur. Shakur, man, they be moving Shakur like he the president, man. Like they move Shakur so fast, they be moving him in and out like they don't want nobody to touch him. Like he got OCD or something. But shout out to Shakur for pulling up in Norfolk support Keyshawn. Jay Prince had Shakur in Norfolk, so that was cool. And last go round when I went, of course I got a picture with Bob and things like that. So Mike Vick was out and about last go round. So I was able to see him last go round. But it's a process though, Ja. You got to get press credentials with it's easy to apply for those. We'll get stuff like that in the future. And then I want to be in a position where I can pull up and be at the event. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Leave out Sunday type of thing. So it's a grind. It's a process to get all that. Mark, are you back in the building? You can hear us, Mark?
My bad. I was
Mark.
on mute. Yerp.
Okay, bet. Ja, you can still hear me? I can't hear Ja. You can hear Ja, Mark?
I cannot.
Okay, maybe he's just not. Okay, he'll be back. He gonna come back in.
Did you
Um,
see?
Talk to
Did
him.
you see? Getting off boxing phone. Did you see Francis Ngannou?
I haven't seen it, but I figured it was gonna be a devastating knockout.
It was. It was vicious. It was a left hook to the top of the kid's head. It was a tough kid, but he got put violently to sleep like I thought he would. The more interesting part about it, Johnny Bones Jones was in attendance.
Yeah.
And word on the street is Netflix is trying to offer both of them $50 million bags each to make the fight. And Johnny Bones is trying to get his UFC contract terminated.
Is he gonna be able to use the new Ali Act for that, or that he's not gonna? They can't.
No, that don't got nothing to do with MMA. The language in the legislation, that's been an argument for years that it should say unarmed combatants, but it just
Mhm.
says boxing. So
Mm.
that the wording in that legislation can't apply to UFC or MMA fighters.
So they're gonna have to cut Dana in or buy Dana out.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
much.
going exactly. Dana White. Listen, Dana White's a smart businessman. He did the same thing with Conor. He took half of Conor McGregor's $100 million purse
Mm, that's nasty
against
work.
when he fought Floyd. But I want to know B3.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, I probably already know who you're gonna say, but who you got in that fight? Because Francis, he come a long way, and he looked in that's probably the best shape I've ever seen Francis Ngannou look. He looked pretty slim while still being built like a goddamn truck. And his wrestling and his clinch work has got better. Um, yeah, just overall, like Francis has gotten better over the years, even with the layoff.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm in agreement with you. Francis is definitely adjusted over the years, but I have to say that Bones Jones is the best martial artist I've seen. Um, just as far as his mental capacity for the sport and his overall skill set, he can break you down psychologically. Um, his hand speed at the heavyweight division, but also his foot speed, and I really think that he could his legs, just as far as his kicks, what he could do, kicking Francis, he could break him down. He could break him down if he wanted to. So I'm just gonna lean with Bones Jones, and then what I'm saying that's just what it is. Um,
But Bones Jones, he only need one. I mean, excuse me, Ngannou just got he only need one. He just got to clip him. And I give you that. Bones Jones is a master when it comes to managing distance, even for like an MMA fighter. And he does have devastating leg kicks, but Ngannou, I just have a feeling he might be able to bridge that distance. Now, the next problem is Bones Jones. He like to poke guys in the eyes when they get too close. That's another problem Ngannou got to figure out. But I want to see the fight. I think that's probably the best fight we're gonna see in the next 10 of the last 10 years, at least matchup wise.
What up, Marky?
What's good, Josh? Salute to Josh.
To I don't want to see this fight, man. John Jones talking about. I want to see him make 50 million though, but John Jones saying he not healthy. I want to
mm,
see a
I
healthy
mean,
John
John
Jones
Jones ain't
fight,
been healthy
man.
in a long time, guy. He a sick guy. He's a sick guy in general.
Who, John Jones?
Yeah, he's a sick individual.
I don't think nobody beating him if he healthy though. I don't got Ngannou beating him. I want to see a fair fight. And Ngannou is about that mess. He about that mess. He's serious. But I don't. He look skinny and John Jones. He said he got arthritis and stuff. He's trying to train somebody else. I don't
Man.
want to
man,
see
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. I want these dudes at their best capacity or full capacity before they lock in.
Not
So
with
I'm
John
with you,
Jones. He
bro.
the best to ever do it.
I don't disagree, but my thing is it's like you never going in a violent sport like MMA, you never gonna be 100%. I'm pretty sure John Jones, he probably been dealing with that arthritis for the better part of 10 years. I mean, come on now.
And
The
Ngannou
man
look like he
drinks.
a hundred
He drinks to
percent
keep
though.
he drinks to manage that
Yeah.
pain. Probably takes other amphetamines. I mean, let's get it done. I want to see
Ngannou
somebody
looked
get
like
put to
he
bed, or I want
100%,
to see
man.
somebody get choked out, or I want to see somebody's limb get broken. I'm trying to see something happen.
How you feel about the Diaz fight?
Man, Nick Diaz need to go sit down somewhere. That was terrible.
All
That
right
was
now,
terrible. It was a
Marcus.
bloody mess. And the man, he has too much scar tissue. He cannot fight no more.
I'm talking about Nate
Soon as
Diaz.
he get hit with one
He could
punch, B3
fight
and
though.
John, the man
Like
get busted up. The
I agree
Yeah.
worst
with what
blood
you
I ever
said.
seen.
I'm just saying Nate Diaz could fight though. Like, cause he looked like he definitely need to retire. But like
Let me
what I
say this
see
real quick.
him able to do,
My bad, y'all. Let me see this real. Let me shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all done hit the like button and hit the follow if you in here. Support the channel, help the channel grow. It's funny how the chat then stayed on boxing and we over here talking MMA. That's wild work. Go ahead, y'all.
just the stuff that I seen Nate Diaz able to do in there, like I learned a lot in that little bit of fight that I watched. I'm like, oh, that was smooth. I like his moves. Like you don't want
Mhm.
to see him in no real fight in real life. Like that's somebody you wouldn't want to fight. I don't care how handicapped yo is.
Right. 1000%.
Yeah,
Nate
but the
Diaz, he's
problem
a
with
skill
him
veteran.
is when
Yeah,
Mike Perry is out
yeah.
boxing Nick Diaz, that's all I need to see.
He got a
He
brother
needs to
named
get up
Nick,
out of here.
Mark, so you got to call him Nate.
Yeah, Nick. Did I say Nick or Nate?
You said Nick.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he
Oh,
do
but
got
Nick was
brothers.
a bad boy back in the day. Nick had some crazy
Yeah.
fights in Strike Force, and he knocked out Robbie Lawler, back in the 2000s. So I mess with both of them, but both of them need to sit down. Both of them need to go sit down somewhere and just enjoy the bread. I mean, they spend most of their bread on the THC, on the hashish. So
Yeah.
just go do that. Enjoy life. You did it. You're rich.
Yeah,
He's
them
Most of
bills
them
don't
surprised.
probably
He
stop.
got
probably
CTE up the
he can't
kazoo,
get it
but
out his
hey,
system. He can't get that fighting out of his system. Nate Diaz, he probably
I
needed it.
mean,
Like how he probably needed like the THC, like you said. Like he probably got
man.
tired of smoking weed and he needed a fight.
One of these days, somebody really gonna put Nick Diaz down for the keeps.
Hopefully not. Oh my God, that's probably how he want to go out.
Nate Diaz got whooped on, so all
He
is good
probably
in life.
want to go out in the ring or
Did
something.
you say all is right in the world because Nate Diaz got whooped on?
Yeah, bro, that man made fun of Brendan Shaw
What
because
up,
Brendan
Arnie?
Brendan, how you doing, brother? God
Bless.
bless you. Always great to see you. That man made fun of Brendan Shaw because Brendan Shaw was crying because Shane Carwin had was showing signs of dementia. Like you don't do stuff like
Oh,
that,
I
bro.
didn't know that. That's
You know?
crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like you don't do stuff. I love Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz, I've always loved, but Nate, not so much. Trust me when I tell you, bro.
Yeah, Nate
let me
always been kind of a punk. He always
Exactly,
just
and
say
not
out of
kind of.
order stuff.
Yeah,
let me
like I
say shout out
understand.
to my
Like
brother Juan Claudio, pulling up on us. Appreciate you, Juan.
What up,
Uh,
Juan? Salute.
like you calling a grown ass man a big old p word because we're on the B3 channel. The big old p word. I mean, he's crying because his friend has dementia, bro. Like you understand what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like there's just stuff that you shouldn't like. You remember that conversation we had, Gerald, about making fun of people's diseases and everything? Like it's one thing to
Yeah,
make fun of.
Freddie
It's one.
Roach.
It's what exactly. It's one thing to make fun of, making fat jokes or size jokes. It's one thing, but making fun of something like that, it's like, bro, like,
Yeah,
yeah, like, no.
he
let
got
me
Yeah,
some
ask.
that
Let me
special
shit
ask
is
you
needs,
dumb
man.
to
this.
me.
Let me ask you this, Irony, because we got to pivot and then we got to move on. And we'll be back on Wednesday for sure. Uh, talk to us about what you think about Bones Jones versus Francis Ngannou.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I still want to see that fight. I think
yeah.
John Jones gets him because of the wrestling, but man, Francis Ngannou's got a Mack truck for a fist, man. Like, I, I the problem is I don't see the fight happening, bro. Because Dana White, I mean, Dana White has been known to make fights regardless if the money makes sense. He had that whole thing with Tito Ortiz back in the day, and he still worked with him. But I don't know if right now, like the thing with him and Francis, I think it's a little worse than that. So I don't see the fight happening for that reason. But I would love to see that fight. Now, personally, I would love for Francis to sleep him, but I don't think that's happening. I don't see anybody beating John Jones. Maybe Tom Aspinall, but that ain't happening either. That's probably
Why you would love for Francis to sleep him though?
I don't like John Jones, bro. I don't. He's the dirtiest fighter
I
of all
don't know
time,
about
bro.
all the politics all the time. Like I just like John Jones.
I'm not even.
John Jones.
He the
Anytime
best
John,
MMA
like John,
UFC
anytime
fighter I
John
ever
Jones
saw.
get hit with a good shot, he pokes somebody in the eye.
Exactly. He's the dirtiest fighter of all time. Dirtiest fighter of all time.
They all do that type of stuff, though.
No, not to John Jones level.
John Jones made a career.
That's the dirtiest fighter.
He made a career off of poking people. I seen him body people like.
I know.
And everybody who talk about him at the highest level don't say that stuff. They just be like, man, he just
Are you sure about
good.
that? Because I got Rampage saying that. I got Rampage saying that, Gerald. I got Rampage.
But Rampage was so loser though. Rampage got beat up.
Everybody got beat up.
I watched their fights. They all got beat up, man. They just got beat up fair and square.
They all got beat up. You're right about that. He's the GOAT. Don't get me wrong. He's the GOAT, but he's also the dirtiest fighter of all time. Like the two can be right at the same time.
I don't know about the dirtiest UFC fighter of all time.
I've seen almost all of his fights. I've seen almost all of that man's fights. Like ever since he beat on Shogun back in the day, I've seen John Jones. And the Glover Teixeira fight. The Thiago Santos fight, which he left him in the wheelchair for the rest of his life, basically, because he just wrecked his knees with the oblique kick, which should be illegal. But
the Gustafsson fight, the first one and the second one. Well, no,
the first one was unbelievable, bro. The first fight against Gustafsson, my God, bro, that's probably the best fight I've ever seen.
Leg kicks should be illegal.
No, the oblique kicks. The oblique kicks is the one that you throw in an angle, whereas if you got your leg planted, it will shatter your knee, bro. Like it's the most dangerous.
People say that, but I don't agree with that. I think like that's just a push kick to your knee.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is what it is. Exactly. If you're planted, it will wreck your knee. It will hyperextend it.
I chose boxing on purpose because I didn't want to get kicked.
Exactly.
I'm like, I don't want to kick.
Speaking
I
of
only want to do that if I have to kick.
Let's talk about the kickboxer. They say that Marky called this guy, the number one kickboxer in the world.
He's
fighting Usyk this weekend.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Before we call it a day, we got to wrap the show up. I want everybody to kind of talk Irony. You can start us off. Talk about Rico. What you know about Rico and what's your thoughts on him? I think I seen him. He weighed about 275 pounds. So, what's your thoughts on Rico versus Usyk?
It's a big boy. He's nice in his lane, and kickboxing is probably the more similar sport to boxing is kickboxing as opposed to MMA. But listen, I get it. He's not the first one to make the transition. We got Algieri, we got a lot more people, but you're going straight for Usyk.
Big Baby Miller,
among others. I get it because you got to go straight for the head because anybody else could expose you and then you're gone, right? So I get it, but nah, bro, he ain't gonna do nothing to Usyk, man. I would love it for this to be an interesting fight. I just don't see how that can be because, I'm like it's not like he's coming in from tennis or something like that. He's a fighter, yes, but kickboxing is not the same. Your guard in kickboxing, you don't have to keep your guard as honest as you have to keep it in boxing. I've seen a lot of kickboxing, but it's a good question, man. I'm trying to find a way to give this guy somewhat of a benefit of the doubt. I know Usyk is 38 or something, but he ain't no spring chicken either, Rico. Bro, it's Usyk. Probably by TKO around the middle of the fight, maybe late in the fight if Usyk decides to chill for a while.
Yeah, I would agree. Rico is the best heavyweight kickboxer of the last 10 years, probably maybe even the last 20
That's
years.
a fact. Yeah.
It's nobody who's dominated from K1 and then come over to Glory and he's just been on top for the better part of a decade. So he is the best kickboxer of the last 10 years. Some people have him in they pound for pound. I personally don't. Um but yeah, he don't have a chance against Usyk. This is basically Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Yes, I was
This is
just about to say
basically
that.
Yeah, this is basically Ali versus Inoki if Inoki fought boxing rules. Well, no,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
there's
I
no
was
chance. There's
thinking
no
that
shot.
too.
Yeah.
What about Anthony Joshua versus Ngannou?
No, I want to see Wilder
Yeah.
versus Ngannou. That's what I
No,
want to
I
see.
not.
Oh
Didn't they
man.
already fight already? That's what I'm saying.
No, why? You don't
Yeah,
Oh
remember
no no.
Anthony
Joshua and
Anthony
Ngannou is
slept.
who fought.
He's making the
Yeah, that's what
analogy.
this fight is with the kickboxer versus Usyk. It's like that.
But
Right,
you
because
But
I
remember
don't
Usyk,
think.
Joshua already
Usyk is
Eh,
put
gonna carry this
Ngannou to
guy.
sleep though, Ja.
huh?
Usyk is
Joshua
gonna
already
carry
put
this guy.
Ngannou to sleep.
That's what I'm saying. Usyk about to do that to this kickboxing dude.
Yeah, probably.
What's
Nah, I
your
think he's gonna
thinking? You'll
carry
get
him.
the Usyk fight just cause you kickbox? That's corny.
Nah, he probably friends with him, Ja. That's
No,
the
I
thing.
understand what you're saying,
Yeah,
but
that's his
I mean, I
cousin.
don't.
Yeah.
Everybody, and I hear a lot of people saying Ngannou and dropping Tyson Fury. Listen, Tyson Fury looked
It's
like a
an
woolly mammoth.
exhibition.
Not only that, Tyson Fury looked like a woolly mammoth in that fight, bro.
He
He
always
didn't
do
trade
though.
for one day. Well, not really. When he fought.
He
Well, most of the
always come
time.
in there looking like a spoiled bag of milk.
Most of the time, but you know as well
Alright,
as I
get
do,
out of
Marky.
here now.
Marky, you know
Peace
as
and
well
Appreciate
as
you,
I
Ja.
blessings.
do.
Peace and blessings. Love.
Hold on. Let me say
One
this,
love.
Marky. You know as well as I do that he will train up to the competition that he's facing. Because when he's facing Klitschko or Wilder, different story, bro. Come on. But he usually looks like that. I'll give you that one. But I don't think that's a good analogy because Fury clearly didn't take it nearly as seriously as he should have. You know, so I wouldn't use that as a good example. AJ, more of an example right there because AJ, oh man,
Well,
he
AJ,
showed him the door.
yeah, he did, and I'm glad he did that. Because well, AJ can't afford to play around. Obviously, as we can see, with Andy Ruiz and with Dane Dubois. AJ, he you can't mess around. He got to get his opponent up out of there. So I'm excited to see AJ versus Fury, but I'm thinking Fury might be a little bit too technical right now for AJ. He probably will stop AJ.
For sure, he got way more tools in the toolbox that AJ has. And I'll say this: and Ngannou should thank his lucky stars that he got Fury first, bro. But because if he got AJ first, ain't no more fights there. So
But
it's
Wow.
speaking of the British heavyweights, I told you this the other day, Bithrio. Fabio Wardley has activated his rematch clause, and they're looking to
yeah, I
get
saw
that
that.
fight on potentially in October, so that they can have it in a big old stadium fight, or potentially in
Wembley.
next year May time. They just do it next year, so that they can have it in the stadium and get all that bread and income.
Man, you think Fabio's
I,
gonna be able to fight on October? Wow, that would be something, man.
I mean, I would be shocked because that's like
Me
four
too,
months
man.
away. So I would lean more towards next year.
Yeah,
But
Both
he
guys will
can't
probably
hold
get sit
Daniel
out.
up. He can't hold Daniel up though. Wow, because
Yeah, he
exactly,
can.
They need a
Yeah, he
exactly.
Daniel.
can.
Yeah,
Daniel should get a Joe Joyce fight then, or when maybe Joe Joyce not active enough. I don't know.
Dubois
Somebody should
Yeah,
get
Caballero.
he, he'll
the
put
right that one.
he'll put a. I mean, he maybe could get a Derek Chisora. He could maybe get a Derek Chisora.
Or
Um,
Give Wilder the Daniel Dubois fight.
You mean for Fabio Marky, Chisora?
No, no,
no,
no.
I'm talking
Fabio's gonna
about for
sit.
Dubois.
Oh, I mean, I would rather
So
Dubois.
Dubois could have an in between fight, and Fabio could lick his wounds and heal up.
Oh, okay, like as an in between fight, yeah. Because I was about to say I prefer Caballero or the at the very least the winner of Torres and Sanchez for Dubois. You know, but if it's an in
I
between for
agree.
Fabio, what?
I agree, but I
Yeah,
just want to say this,
go ahead,
man.
Mark.
I don't like the way how the people do these fighters after they lose, particularly when they produce classic fights for us, man. It's really crazy to me. It's crazy. And even though I rooted for my Grenadian brother, I'm still rooting for the man. I took a friendly 50 off of B3 Picks. Shout out to B3 Picks. He was a man of his word. Sent me that money right away. I'm rooting for Fabio Warley to come back in that second fight and win and potentially stop Dubois in another classic fight.
And get
So
a
we could get
trilogy.
a classic heavyweight rivalry going here. Because I really don't like how people is doing Fabio Warley now. They saying, oh, it should have been obvious and an easy pick, but it
Nah, he
wasn't.
dropped him twice. Whoa,
And
whoa, whoa.
that's what
He
I'm saying.
dropped him twice. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Go ahead. I'm
saying,
sorry.
irony. And people acting like the
Yeah.
man didn't have a chance to win when he dropped them twice.
Come on, man. No.
It's really
People
crazy to me.
Yeah, people do this, bro, all the time. Like, did you see the fight? Because if you see the fight, you shouldn't be talking bad about anybody. Like
And I
seriously.
watched that fight. I just watched that fight about twice this weekend. Fabio was still in there. That fight reminded me of Holyfield versus Bo in the fact that Fabio
That's a
was
good one.
getting beat within an inch of his life, but he was still
Yeah,
exchanging. In the
yeah.
seventh round, there was a crazy exchange they had at the end. Then the referee stepped in early to end the round. Even in the ninth round, when Fabio almost got blasted up out the ring, that man was still in there exchanging and throwing.
Fabio's head, I think, is made out of the same stuff that Captain America's shield is made of. Just a theory, you know.
Hey, but let
He
me
got
say
that
this
Dubois.
before we.
He got that
Let me
Dubois
say this.
sauce. He got that Dubois. I mean, excuse me, the Joe Joyce.
Shout out to Wally and Dubois. They gave us a classic fight. We're gonna break down the previews and predictions later on this week. We'll be back on Wednesday, and then we're gonna come back on Friday for sure. One thing about Worley, he got to do better with his lead hand. His jab was ineffective, and he didn't have no left hook. He didn't have anything to complement the big right hand that he throws. So to the point where he was just letting it go and it wasn't landing.
he
Dubois thoroughly outclassed Worley,
He did.
and
He did.
and after round four on, Worley had no answers. So Ben Davis and whoever's training Fabio, they need to definitely work on his lead hand, work on his jab, work on his hook, work on his left hook to the body. Because at the end of the day, if he get back in there with Daniel, it's gonna be the same result if
the
his lead hand is not better.
the thing with Fabio, in my opinion, I agree with a lot of what you said. But the thing with Fabio, in my opinion, is that he relies on the same thing over and over again. Now, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? But it is broken now. So he relies on throwing that left hand as a decoy or to swipe one of the two hands of the guard and then land that right hand, which is how he caught him on the first time he dropped him, right? He caught him with a kind of a decoy type of a jab slash hook to swipe the guard and then wham him with the right hand. But listen, as you move up in competition, you're not going to get everyone with the same thing all the time, bro. It's just not going to happen. Not everyone is Justice Hooney, Fraser Clark, or Joseph Parker, you know. So definitely needs to add more tools to his toolbox. He's got the power, he's got the chin, he's got the toughness, but he's lacking a lot of things, man. Like he needs to, I think, become a better version of what he is, and stop trying to and don't try to reinvent the wheel here. Let's just add stuff to your game to become more dangerous than you already are. I think that's what he should do, because I don't think it's time. I don't think he can reinvent himself, bro. To be honest with you, he is who he is. So let's just add to it. You know, let's become more dangerous. Let's give the opponent a couple of other things to worry about. You know, other than this.
1000%. And I gotta say this, man. Shout out to Irony Boxing pulling up. Make sure y'all follow Irony Boxing.
I'll
Also
be
follow
live
my
later
brother
tonight at 9 p.m. By the way, if anybody want to
9
pull up,
p.m. Make sure y'all pull up on Irony
Most there.
9 p.m.
Drop your link, irony. I'll definitely see if
do
I
that
can
right
pull
now.
up.
Appreciate
And
it.
then also make sure y'all follow Democracy Briefings, Marky Dan's channel. He'll be live tonight at 5:30
No,
p.m.
I gotta postpone that. I'm gonna be going, but I will be live tomorrow with my sister Rose T, and then I'm gonna do my own live this coming Wednesday. So, but yeah, I gotta postpone. I got something to do tonight.
Okay.
But
Drop your
and
link as
then
well, champ.
yeah. I talk politics. I'll drop that link as well. I'm dropping Just Ask Juan, our STN brother. He's doing. I think this is his first live. He's planning to do it 4:45 today. I think. So I'll drop that link as well. But pull up. Support the ST, support all our STN brothers, support our brother Irony, and yeah, let's just have a good time. I got my tax return dollars, man. It's tax
Good stuff.
season. Let's
Great.
go.
Congratulations, Mark. Taking advantage of the American system. Like many other
Absolutely.
people.
Hey, B3, I actually wanted to tell you that the other day, B3, when you won that money off the inflation report. A bunch of folks' businesses went under. But you won, B3. You bet against the economy, B3, and you won. At the expense of motherfuckers' businesses going under oh, excuse me for cursing. At the expense of people's businesses, B3. You're a sick guy, B3. You remember when all those
Listen,
houses went under in the financial crisis and all those folks got rich off of betting against it? That's who you are, B3. For the
no,
rest of the
Mark.
time. You
Mark,
can't
yeah.
erase that.
Well, no, I took advice from you, Mark. You the sick one. I just took your advice, and I made a few dollars. Appreciate you for that, and I need to do that again a few more times. But at the end of the day, I appreciate D Free pulling up and everybody. Shout out to
Appreciate
the
it,
SN
brother.
Sports Talk Network, TD, everybody. Listen, thank y'all for the support. Appreciate you, Irony. Um, Let me say this before we get off of here. Beautiful show. A lot of genuine love and support being shown. Thank you for everybody that pulled up. Appreciate you, Big Dog Willie, putting some color in the chat. Marky Dan being a member 2 months. Big Dog Willie being a member for 2 months. We need that memberships to help the channel grow. Join the membership if you can. It's only $7 a month for the low end. If you want to do a higher end, that's a good support. We need that as well. Man, we building. Listen,
That's your channel, Marky? You just ask one or somebody else?
that's
I
that's
put
what Juan
just
Carter.
ask one. That's the
Okay.
pull up the ones, and then I put my link underneath that. That's for
There
the
it is.
democracy briefing.
I'll talk about anything. And if you talk politics, bro, I've been dying to talk
Put your
politics with
number
some
in the
people,
back
bro.
chat. We'll talk. Are you? Is Irony in the group
No,
chat B3 the
no,
members chat?
uh-uh.
Okay,
Not
well put your
even.
number in the back chat and we'll talk Irony.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
There it is right
1,000.
there.
That's what we doing.
Appreciate
Look
it,
at
All right,
that.
I got you.
We bringing people together. These brothers, they gonna talk behind the scenes. Now, let me say this. Uh, at the end of the day, we blessed, not stressed, right? As a man, woman, you always have to stand by your word. We gotta stop giving each other lip service. That's weird behavior. If you're gonna do something, do it. If you can do something, effectively communicate. You can do it. It's just that simple. Um, I'm tired of people talking stuff that they ain't living. They not walking what they talk. They just talking. It's too much at stake for that. It's a lot. We doing a lot of work, and it's a lot going on in the world right now. We need people saying what they meaning what they say. A lot of people are deceivers. They are manipulators. They talking out of both sides of their neck. Just be a man. Be a woman. Be genuine. I don't want anybody giving any lip service around me. That's weird. Either you want to see us do well and support the channel, or you don't. It's just that simple. I don't care about a bill that you say. Our channel is $7. If you work, you got $7. It's just that simple. I don't care anything else about anything else. If you say you're gonna do it, do it. If you can't do it, you just show me you either don't work or you don't want to support the channel. We need genuine people around us that want to see us do well, and that's what we're gonna have. Listen, I appreciate all the love and support. We're gonna continue to show up every week. Listen, the grind don't stop. We definitely working. God got us while the devil working. At the end of the day, God got us while the devil lurking. At the end of the day, we always working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
I need money.